1, 2, 3. Come on, let's get fancy, fancy. Pink fairy, shop with me. Let's go to Target, Walmart, Aldi. Pink fairy, 1, 2, 3. Come on, let's get fancy, fancy. Her name is Crystal and she's going shopping and she's bringing along the family. Let's go to Walmart and fill our shopping cart. Let's do all the things that make us fancy. Hey, what do you know? Now we're at Five Below. Get cool lipstick, wanna be a hippie chick? Just get a lava lamp inside. When it's time for dinner, we're gonna be a winner. When it's Taco Tuesday and fancy free, and the chicken pot pie has got to be the best thing we ever tasted. It's Baby Love, Pink Fairy basted all day long, acting strong. Hey everybody, her YouTube's on. Pink Fairy, 1, 2, 3. Come on, let's get fancy, fancy. Pink Fairy, shop with me. Let's go to Target, Walmart, Aldi. Pink Fairy, Pink Fairy, Pink Fairy, Pink Fairy. Hey, what do you know? Now we're at Five Below, but we're also at Aldi, even the Dollar Tree. Hey, look, it's Tim and Haley. They're going shopping with Crystal. Oh my God, everybody's joining the fun. There's Kicking It with Cheryl, even munching and chatting. Pink Fairy, Pink Fairy, Pink Fairy, Pink Fairy.
Hi! Hi! Hey everybody, it's me, Zachary Michael, Zachary Marie. Now we're at Five Below. If you don't know, that is the iconic theme music for Pink Fairy, a YouTuber of yore. She hasn't posted in several months, but it was written by a man named Adam Barta, and he granted me permission to use it for whatever I might want to use it for. But hi, hello, hey everybody, it's me, Zachary Michael, Zachary Marie, and I'm back again with a little live stream moments, mostly because, I don't know, I keep getting behind. Not piss baby 1, 2, 3. For the YouTubies that don't come over to the twitch.tv/thezacharymike, this is Piss Baby, a little like squishy, sparkly baby, and this is Piss Toddler. Anyways, hi. Yeah, so I have been, I feel like I just keep getting behind on what Rosie's been up to. Now, so we're gonna go a little bit back in time, okay? So that means, and by that I mean, I think back in time really means like to earlier this week. Not even that far. We're gonna go back to these two right here. We're making creamy chicken enchiladas this live stream, and surprise, making brunch and prepping meat sauce. Yolane, thank you so much for the super chat. Blessed to have ZM live today on Al Gore's internet. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. So we're going back to these two. I know since then she has done a members only live stream, and then post members only live stream she did this surprise lasagna soup live stream. And she's also typed out like what, 10 paragraphs here to talk about how she's not going to be posting or something. So we might get a reprieve and we might finally catch up. We may finally catch up. Cancer Warrior, good to see you. Good to see you in the chat today. Hi, hello. And hey everybody. Oh, not Aaron from Hey Everybody, like the YouTube channel, but hey everybody as in y'all in the chat. How you doing? Don't mind me and Miss Stanley Marie over here. So I'm not gonna be all the way up to date about stuff if she did something in a members only live or if she did something in the surprise lasagna stream. I'll probably get to that. Cross your fingers for tomorrow. Cross your fingers for tomorrow. I make a bomb ass lasagna soup, I promise you. It looks nothing like the slop I've seen screenshots of. Ooh, well, I'm gonna have to wait for that. I do kind of want to read this because I haven't read it all the way through. And I'm gonna hope that it means she's not gonna post for a while and I can get caught up and I can also do some non-Rosie content as well. But here we go. I think she edited, or maybe this is just an asterisk in general. The photo is to lighten the mood of this post at the direct request of my boyfriend, LOL. MC, I just tried the breakfast sandwich and it was cursed. Thanks for the super chat. I have seen that you've been trying, like, I feel like it's popped up on Twitter a couple of times that you've been trying, like, drink creations and food combinations and things like that she's been making. So bless you. I listen, as somebody who used to make a lot of content like that, it's a commitment, and I don't think people realize you got to buy all the ingredients and take a chance on a bunch of food that might taste like shit, a drink that might taste like shit. Okay. Hey, friends. A few different things. I'm sorry for needing to end the live yesterday the way I did. I felt ill from people thinking it's okay to say oh, maybe I shouldn't read this. Is this gonna be... Maybe we'll wait. Because I imagine this is from live streams. Well, I haven't gotten to any of the live streams, so I'll wait on that, actually. Let me wait on that. I don't want to risk being spoiled. Let me not risk being spoiled, okay, divas? Oh my god, I'm catching another one? Oh, hey, Megan Ann. Hi, hello. You did, in fact, catch another one. Listen, I should make another disclaimer. Don't get too used to YouTube live streams. I have some extra time on this here Sunday to be over here live streaming and catching up with you all. So I just decided to make use of that time. Hi from Armenia. Hey, hello. Can ZM see what we type on YouTube or only Twitch? Well, I'm not streaming on Twitch at all. Although this is the little what do I call it? Overlay that I use for when I do the Twitch streams. We're only live on YouTube. I guess before, we're going to jump pretty quickly also into the reaction. This isn't like Twitch where I'm going to yap for an hour before I do something else. But I will quickly plug some other things. So since Twitch has come up, you can always follow me over on twitch.tv/thezacharymike. Sometimes people are like, I don't want to download another app. Or sometimes people are like, I don't want to have to pay for anything. You don't have to pay for anything to follow me on Twitch. And you can just, if you have a desktop, you can just go to Twitch's website without downloading any new apps. Jamie, thanks for the super chat. When it comes to cheese and soup, it's always mo cheese, mo better. She may as well have just gnawed on a block of cheese. It would have been easier. Is that for the lasagna soup? We're going to get to that tomorrow. That's crazy, though. Thanks for the super chat. If you just really still at the end of the day don't want to commit to anything Twitch related, good news for you. I do re-upload. Oh, sorry, I made this too big. I do re-upload the reaction parts of those streams over on my second channel that you might not know about, which is Zachary Michael also. We have a lot of fun. We have a lot of hee-hees and ha-has over there. Very rarely anything Rosie Amberlynn, Chantal related. And the few times that it has happened, I usually end up re-uploading any of that content to the main channel, which I think you've seen a little bit recently. I was coerced. Thanks so much for the super chat. Tummy time right now while I watch this. Listen, live your truth. You can watch me in whatever seated position, not seated position, lay down position, etc. that you would like to. I'm still recovering from witnessing the salmon patties. Those salmon patties were horrific, especially as somebody who doesn't even like seafood in general, and especially not salmon, to be honest with you. It was a lot for me and my family, but you know, listen, let me not yuck her yum. Rosie clearly has a palate that we all just don't understand. We just don't understand it. Nobody has taste buds like Rosie does. No, they were for real diabolical, and I just maybe I need to go to culinary school so I can learn a thing or two and be better like Miss Rosie Lynn Reed. She yaps about her vomitophobia. Can't remember. It's like, I think it's emetophobia. There's actually somebody who's a Girl World watcher who I think made a video about their experience with that. I haven't had a chance to actually watch the video, but I know it's somebody that's like in the Girl World community, because they were really frustrated with Rosie talking about it, and it like Rosie's experience didn't reflect hers, which I will say as like some level of caution. Like in general, people have a lot of like different disorders. This is not specifically about that Girl World viewer or content creator, but it's to say that sometimes I think like everybody thinks that their experience is like the one true experience for XYZ diagnosis, and I think it happens a lot. Specifically, oh, hi, Tree Boy Ilya. You having any more fun members only streams where you read over my snark subreddit or nah? You having a good time doing that? Is that a good time for you? No, you're allowed to do whatever you want or say whatever you want about me. But I was gonna say, I used to go to your channel to get updates about Callie, and I used to go to your channel to get updates about Callie, and then I saw you had a couple videos about me, and I was like, he can feel however he wants about me, but I can't come to this channel because like I just don't want to potentially see anything bad about me. I was saying the Reddit was silly. Okay, well, I'm not a member, so I have no idea what you said, and I'm gonna keep it that way just for my own mental health and well-being. Wow, I get so distracted so easily. You know what? The tea divas is that I probably shouldn't have gone live today, because I try to only take like Adderall and stuff on the days where I'm working, which I guess technically now is a day that I'm working. And your own Amanda Savage situation type of deal. Well, first of all, I actually know that was Tree Boy Ilya's YouTube channel. And second of all, I think I said that kind of nicely, but if Tree Boy Ilya took offense to it, I will gladly apologize if I came across as rude. But anyways, I didn't take my Adderall today. But also I think the thought I was saying before all of that, before we jump into watching the reaction, what I was gonna say is that sometimes I think it's like important to keep in mind that just because we have a specific don't bring me into this. Hi, Amanda Savage. Just just because we have like a particular diagnosis, and this is a reminder for me as well, because like I try not to be like, oh well, this is like my lived experience with XYZ thing. Doesn't mean that other people don't experience it differently. However, I do think that it gives you like some kind of understanding about these things. I don't know what my original point was. I think just to be like, I don't know, a little bit cautious not to like write your own story, not everybody else's story. And that's also not to say that like Rosie ain't full of shit with like a lot of her proclaimed self-determined diagnoses. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Does that make sense? We're in for a ride today, divas. We're in for a ride. Oh, we're just going live any old time now. Well, kind of. When it comes to YouTube, yeah. A YouTube live stream is gonna happen just whenever I feel up to it. All right. What we're not gonna do is I found out that YouTube doesn't love when I request. YouTube doesn't love when I request for like y'all to spam a message to let me know you're ready. So we're really just gonna get ready so that way the mods don't have to constantly approve a bunch of chats. I think that was an alert for Twitch. But Sprinkle Bow, if you're watching, thanks for subscribing on Twitch. Appreciate that. With Prime, even with Prime, you can, if you already are an Amazon Prime member, you can get one free subscription a month over there. Make sure you're on live chat, diva. Yes, absolutely. Let me do that. Let me give you something to remember me by. I don't think doing a 96 instead of 69 would help the like YouTube auto mod spam issue. Club 96 though is a great RuPaul's Drag Race reference. I used to have a hoodie that said Club 96 on it. All right, I'm gonna shut the fuck up, and we're gonna get to, shall we? This is from, and as always, when it comes to nearly 7 hours of Rosie live streaming, this is a dwindled down 45-minute and 30-second edit from the one, the only, Jane in the chat, Jane the moderator, Jane 2013. So shout out to her for taking 7 hours, 7 hours worth of Rosie Lynn Reed nonsense and fitting it into 45 minutes. I do know.
Love my cream of wheat.
Now, Wauma also cheered a bit on YouTube, so that it would read out over here. Wauma, thanks so much for the bit. I do have a number of notes of things that may come up, but for brevity, Jane left out of the actual edit. So if I need to go back and like, if something isn't making sense to me, I'll go read through her notes and be like, oh, that's what she's talking about. Oh, that's what she's talking about. All right, so now I really am going to shut the fuck up and we're going to get to.
Like your vlog. Thank you, Karma. Yeah. Speaking of...
Okay, sorry. I really liked your vlog. Oh, that's all. I don't have this sped up. Okay, this is normal
speed. My cream of wheat.
Y'all going over to Twitch to send bits so that it makes an announcement? I should turn that off. I should turn that off, but at this point, I'm a little nervous that I don't know how to do it correctly.
Lol, hi YouTube.
Panda Chan, thank you. No, I'm gonna do it because it's gonna distract and that's not the vibes that I'm going for over here. Allo SPM, thanks so much for the super chat. Agreed. Jane is doing the Lord's work. All right, I'm turning off bits. I'm turning off subscriptions. Somebody just remind me to do this when I get back to turn this all back on when I get back to when I get back to the whatchamacallit, you know? Twitch, when I get back to the Twitch. Heel Goth cooks like she a government contractor billing per hour. Because she takes so long. Thanks so much for the super chat. That's funny, actually. Amazing how your chat is trolling you by giving me money. No, but for real. For real. All right.
I saw a comment like an hour ago, and I'm not gonna like spit it out verbatim, but it was basically someone talking about like the first half of the comment. At first, I was like just kind of annoyed by it. The second half, I was like, actually, like, this is like stupid, and I don't agree with it.
Also should say I'm so obsessed with I mean, I know none of us are surprised by this at this point, but I'm so obsessed with the concept of her being so deep into the comments when, like, realistically she could just be enjoying some time with her boyfriend who is visiting all the way from Texas. I was literally just downloading Twitch. Keep downloading Twitch. I'm not streaming over there right now. Can you turn her down a little bit? Of course. Of course. She's so loud. I'll turn her down a little bit. Thanks so much for the note. You can still download Twitch though. I'm not currently streaming over there, but you can like go over there and still resubscribe to me and things like that. And so it was still sending in the notes or whatever, or the alerts.
But the first part, I reread it and I was like, wait a minute. And that made me realize that the last time I had looked into being excommunicated, I had looked into that process, I had talked about it with other people, was quite literally when I was like 18, 19, 20. Over a decade ago. And I was like, well, maybe I'm wrong. Let me fact check something. And so I go and I look, and I was shocked to learn, I don't know if I was misinformed, if things have changed, a combination of the two. But I guess, first of all, it's no longer called excommunication. They call it withdrawal of registration or some shit. I don't know. I don't remember. Again, I briefly Googled it earlier. But I guess being excommunicated is something that you don't necessarily request for. It's something that just happens. Like if
I was gonna say, when she was using the phrase excommunicated, everything I've heard about from Mormons is that getting excommunicated is like a thing that the church does to you, as opposed to a thing that you choose to partake in. So that was really confusing to me, but that is one aspect of like the Mormon church I'm certainly not an expert on, but like I think about like when I've heard it talked about on various like shows, reality shows where Mormonism is a thing and things like that. Yeah, she's a former Mormon, yeah. She's a former Mormon. Also, I don't know what the point of Remy being there on this live stream, if he's just gonna be, like, having his headphones in and things like that, outside of, like, I don't know, did she force him to be here for this? She has said that she doesn't force him to, so it is kind of confusing to me that he's just hanging out over there.
Church finds out certain things, which I've done probably about, I don't know, 2,000 things to warrant me getting excommunicated, to be real with you. But I digress. There is like a way of going about it that does require legal paperwork, does require certain things. And that's still true. I just had the verbiage wrong and my understanding wrong.
Brooke, thanks so much for the super chat. Defo, download Twitch if you want sassy, witty Zach. Are you saying I'm not sassy and witty on a regular basis on YouTube? And don't answer that, actually. Actually, don't answer that.
But in Googling it, I want to share this because a lot of ex-Mormons follow me. I found something that I was completely unaware of called quitmormon.com. It's a free paralegal service that helps you basically like submit your information, and they help do all the paperwork and all of that.
Sounds super legit. Quitmormon.com.
Remove yourself from the records. It can take several months to get it done. But all I have to do, I think, is like pay to get a certain document notarized, and then I can get my records withdrawn. So I'm going to do that. Yeah, you shouldn't have to seek dismissal from an authority you no longer recognize. That I agree with. The Xmas subreddit is my jam. I need to look at. I used to look at that a lot more. I haven't looked at it in a long time.
She doesn't look at Reddit, guys. Even ones about being ex-Mormon. Quit Mormon is legit. It actually is. Okay, good. Sorry, I'm not trying to like spread misinformation. I'm sorry. I'm not trying to spread information. It just sound like, without knowing anything about it, it sounds scammy, but I'm glad to hear it's legit. I'm glad. Sorry. Also, there's something about streaming on YouTube versus streaming on Twitch. Like, Twitch, my chat is a lot more like up to date with where I'm at. So if it seems like I'm a little bit behind on what you're saying, my bad. Okay.
I'm really excited to look into that, because I did not realize that's changed. That was not a thing when I went through the process of leaving the church. So I'm actually kind of glad.
He's
that,
so bored.
I shared that information because it's led to something really positive for me. That means I can actually be like removed, and now that alleviates something in my heart. So I'm very happy about that.
Good. I'm glad something's being alleviated in her heart. It's certainly not probably the cholesterol. Falsetto, thanks so much for the super chat. Remy and Rosie are giving Chantal and Pete's brings back memories. There are so many aspects of where Rosie is at on her channel that is so like old school girl world coded, which is why I have been real into it. I don't know if she's gonna see this or read this message out loud or not. Based on just briefly looking at it, probably won't read it out loud. But the person said, have you watched the Brendan Fraser movie, The Whale? It's so good. I relate to his struggle with obesity in the movie. And I can tell by the look on her face already that she's not happy.
No, I'm not watching The Whale. I know what that movie's about. I don't particularly think there's good intentions bringing that up here. That shit's dehumanizing, demoralizing, and gross. Cam asked what your favorite thing about me is.
You're so expressive.
Yeah.
I love how expressive you are. You're very colorful.
Just to be clear, I haven't seen The Whale. I've heard it's not great. Like, I've heard not great things about it, is what I should say.
Thank you, baby.
You bring color to my world.
You're so fucking cute. When you guys visit each other in the fall, so going at vlogs would be fun. Yeah. The weather's been, I just always underestimate how awful the weather is.
That's rude. I literally said hello to her and Rosie, and asked if she and Lee wanted to have children together. People be asking a lot on the internet. Wait, who's Leets? What is Leets? Why are y'all saying Leets in the chat? I don't know what that means.
What's rude, Adriana? I didn't say anything. I mean, if you want to keep it real, I've talked about that topic more than once recently, and it's just kind of invasive, and I didn't want to go into it again. I didn't see your other comment, so if you're getting mad at me for not responding to you, do my best, bro. But you
Lee and plus Pete's is Leets. Oh my god, I'm so... Listen, y'all. I played gay softball today in 90-degree weather. Give me a break.
asked a question that I didn't want to talk about, so I don't want to talk about it. Doesn't mean you get to be rude at me. That's crazy.
Oh, y'all want to be rude to me and see if I can give you a Rosie response? Somebody say something crazy to me in chat.
Oh, I only saw it once, to be fair. But I ignored it on purpose because I don't want to talk about that topic. Thank you. And remember, just because you ask a question does not mean that you're entitled to the answer. That's fucking tea, Barry.
That's tea. Just because y'all think you're gonna ask me something in chat doesn't mean you're entitled to an answer. No, that is real. The gag is I don't respond to a lot of comments. I had a friend ask me in real life like, oh, do you have to read really fast to be able to stream? And I'm like, I'm going to be so honest with you, Diva. Like, I do not set the expectation that I'm going to be able to read every single chat that gets sent to me during a live stream. Christina Broccolini, finally catching a live. You're my fave, Zachary Murray. That's so kind. Thank you so much for the super chat and for saying that I'm your favorite. Are you gay? 'Cause your voice. I don't believe Zach when he says let's get to. He's not gonna get to. See, I want to come back at you for that. I want to be real sassy about that. But especially on a no Adderall day, that's so real. Zach sitting there looking like a Timu Draco Malfoy. Ugh. Somebody get me some conditioner for this dry ass hair. Timu Draco is crazy though. Timu anything Harry Potter is crazy because, well, honestly, maybe Timu Harry Potter is better than actual Harry Potter at this point. Megan, thanks so much for the super chat. Here's $5 for your nails instead of healthcare. Oh my god, I got piss yellow nails, which somebody told me at some point matches. I just got this manicure like this past week. Somebody told me that it matches Rosie. That Rosie has piss yellow nails at some point. So I can't wait to see them. But Megan, thanks for the super chat. I will definitely put that towards my next manicure instead of getting healthcare. Appreciate it.
Like, instead of being like, I don't want to answer that and being a bitch about it, I just didn't say anything. Can't fucking...
But then you were a bitch about it anyways, Diva. What do you mean?
Win, right? Jesus fucking Christ, man. I match energy sometimes. So if you're rude, hello.
Yes.
If you're not, hi. Like I said, I didn't see her hello, but you're pitching a fit.
Wait, how did she just pour that, why is it all on the side of the, here, let me move the caption for a second. Why is it all on the, how hard is it to pour a can of sauce into a pan? Why is it almost overflowing? I assume it did spill out of there. Like, what is that about? Oh, great. I didn't realize that, like, I was opening up a moment for you all to shit on my hair, so thank you so much. And thank you for the $10 super chat to tell me that I look like a raw chicken. Raw chicken. It washes your skin out and makes you look like a raw chicken. Dream Queen, you're an icon. Thank you so much for sharing.
Match energy sometimes. So if you're rude, hello. If you're not, hi. Like I said, I didn't see her hello, but you're pitching a fit.
The person followed up and said, so saying hello is a topic you don't want to answer. LMFAO. Okay, that's weird. Well, to be honest, that's not the part of the message she was responding to, Adriana. You asked a question about if she and Remily wanted to have kids. So let's be honest.
Getting attention, and that's weird behavior. I'm doing the best that I can. Let's move on. If it bothers you that much, you can get timed out. I'm so not dealing with this.
And I didn't know she had went over this. It's been a while since I'd been on her lives. So yeah. And that's fair.
Oh my god, literally bookworm. People being weird over not getting a high and then accuse you of being parasocial. Fucking real.
Okay, was Adriana accusing her of being parasocial? Because I'm the one that accused her of being parasocial because she, in fact, has been parasocial. That's exactly how you lose viewers just saying, I literally said hello a few times. I do want to say, I think it's a little unrealistic for an expectation. Although, in Rosie's chats, I don't know if people are being as talkative as maybe they're being in mine. Maybe Rosie isn't as, like, popular and charismatic and doesn't have as many people talking in chat as I do. But I do think it's a little unrealistic to make the assumption that a streamer is going to see every single thing you've ever chatted. Maisie the dog, I have absolutely no idea what you're talking about, what Rosie's talking about, but I'm just laying here enjoying it. I hope you're laying there in tummy time enjoying it, Maisie. Thank you so much for the super chat.
I'm not going back and forth with you anymore. I told you 3 times that I didn't see your hellos because I get a lot of chats. Stop being combative or get muted. Period.
You stop being combative, but I'm gonna be combative.
You're fucking up the vibe. Anyway. No, I mean, when my views were lower, I was in the hundreds, Ari.
What the fuck happened? You, girl? You, girl. Hi, Death Sloot 666. Hi. Hey, Anna Bunny. Hey, Anna Bunny. I do think, you know, again, there are certain skills you need to be a Twitch streamer, a live streamer, any kind of streamer. I'm not saying I've always been perfect at it, but I do have to say that to some extent you do need to practice, like, how you respond when when you're getting irritated. Because to tell somebody to stop being combative while you're actively being combative with them, while you're actively matching their energy, as somebody who had to, like, de-escalate a lot of situations in, like, a previous full-time job that I had, like, the key to de-escalating stuff is to not get to that level with them, to not match their energy. It's actually to, like, remain calm so they have to match your energy. You know? You feel me? Senza! Hey, hello. Thanks for the super chat. Roz out here funking up her own vibe. Travis Truant, thanks so much for the super chat. Can't wait to watch this after work. I wanted to jump in and say thanks for always being the sunshine in a shit world. Never change. I'm gonna try. Thank you so much for that kind super chat.
I haven't had 10 people in my lives, not to be annoying, but, like, even when I was, like, new, I still was, like, high double digits.
Listen,
right?
Even when she was new, she was hitting high double digits.
I get lower views on members, but even then I have more than 10. Yeah, she was just trying to pick a fight, and I'm so not dealing with that shit. She's always been a contrarian in my chat anyway, so, like, get out. My
Who is that?
gone.
Is that the creamy enchilada in question? Why did it look like that? Actually, I think Jane's summary of things that happened that she didn't include is that she called these enchiladas Midwestern, and it consisted of week-old rotisserie chicken, lots of cream cheese. Now, who the fuck's up putting cream cheese in their enchiladas? Also, as somebody from the actual Midwest who had a mom that regularly made chicken enchiladas for us for dinner, who probably had no business making enchiladas as, like, a very white woman, but still did anyways. I don't know that my mom ever put cream cheese or sour cream inside of her Midwestern enchiladas, but, you know, none of them are probably authentic, my mom's or Rosie's, to be quite honest with you.
Oh no, we were planning this trip since I was physically in Texas, guys. Y'all had no clue. Well, the real tea is I don't know when we're doing this again, which really fucking sucks ass.
Oh, but, you know, that's too bad.
I have an idea, but I don't really know. No. Yeah, you're definitely catching and responding to more of your chat than a lot of people I've watched, to be honest. Thank you so much, Destiny, because that's the reality. And people like to try to pick fights and act like they're the center of the universe when I'm just trying to do my best. I don't give a fuck, like.
I don't give a
Not
fuck.
yet. No.
You don't have your next visit planned.
I know we will, but
what?
not right now, no. We have to wait for some more information in our lives to be finalized first, unfortunately. Oh, fuck!
What was that?
Almost lost my butt there for a second.
Oh!
I don't know what's the word that when I scoot, the chair doesn't move. we don't need that. We don't need that.
Now, Diva, I think it's probably going to be pretty hard to lose your butt specifically. Easy garlic kale, thanks for the super chat. Waiting for my girlfriend to come back from work. Thank you for helping time pass. Watching Rosie feels like discovering Amber for the first time. I love that for you, Diva. Can you put on the... Oh, yeah. I could put the captions back on. I forgot I took them off for a second so that I could see what was on the screen. I forgot to put them back on. Thanks so much for saying that. Appreciate it. Appreciate it.
Okay. Baby, would you be willing...
Oh, here we go with the Remy commands. Let's go. Tell them what to do, Diva. I know that there's currently also, I think just in general, I've seen it in my Discord, I've seen it on Twitter, I've seen it in a number of different places. I know there's currently some discourse in terms of like, is Remy being like abused? Is Remy is she treating him poorly? Is she doing this, that, the other? I personally don't feel comfortable like speaking on that or speculating on that until Remy one day decides that he wants to speak out about that, if that's his experience, right? I think we can all agree that her bossing around of him is over the top and weirdly, you know? I think we can all agree to that extent. You know, how he feels about his relationship, I think is for him to determine and decide later. I'm not trying to like, you know, put a label on what that looks like. I will say, just from like a person who's been in a relationship before, I think it's not a great relationship to have one person bossing the other person around all the time, but you know what? That relationship failed for me, so what the fuck do I know? I think you can treat someone poorly without it being abusive. We have no way to know, but poorly we can see with our own eyeballs. Yeah, I think that's what I'm getting at, Colin, is like, there's a lot of people who have jumped to saying like, oh, this is an abusive relationship, this, that, the other. I think it's not a great relationship. I think she's certainly not treating him well. And certainly I think she's taking advantage of how much he's willing to do for her. I think she's taking advantage of him. He did say in his Reddit, from what I've heard, that he's a people pleaser and he's working on that. All right, there you go. Salty Pearl, thanks so much for the super chat. I love the pale blonde hair. Ugh, thank you. Do you think I look like a raw chicken? Had Duncan today and thought of you. So glad we could all have tummy time together. Happy to have you here. Enjoy your Duncan. Well, it sounds like you already had it, but thanks for being here.
To go grab, like, you know the big pot that we put on here? I want to cook up the ground meat and the ground Italian sausage together to prep for the lasagna soup.
Well, the big pot was used for wonton soup. It's currently dirty.
Well, fuck me! I'm just kidding.
But there is the blue pan.
No, I'm not doing that.
No, I won't use the clean blue pan. Can you clean the other pan for me? Could you do that? She's a mess.
Would you please wash the pot?
Sure.
Thank you.
She's irritating. Tell her no, Rem. Stand strong. Hashtag Remy strong.
He doesn't want to tell me no. Get over it.
I mean, it's really...
It's not. He would tell me no if he wanted to.
I'm the kind of person that likes to stay busy. I am a busy bee.
You're a busy honeybee.
Yeah. So when she tells me to do things, like, I don't mind. Like, at all. Keep me busy.
Yeah.
Well, I guess if you're visiting your girlfriend whose only hobby is to sit around and do nothing all day and browse subreddits, browse what Twitter is saying about her, browse what her comments are saying about her, and then lay in tummy time and then go live. If that's all she's doing, then yeah, I could understand why he might want to find something to stay busy with, because Because what the fuck else is he gonna do? So far, we've just saw him sit next to her and bob to some music in his headphones.
Here has been incredible. My arms have been hurting a lot less because I try to obviously still do shit for myself, but I try to delegate certain things that over time like build up and cause arm pain. So I like yesterday, day before, I was having a little bit of body pain stuff, but like my overall like the like forearm hand pain stuff has been a lot less because certain tasks he's been able to really like help with. I mean, I did do the dishes like frankly like for the first time. So
Not you're forgetting her other hobby, adding things to her Amazon wish list. How could I forget? How could I forget? Also, I just don't know that the solution to the pain she's feeling is to just do less. Oh, you wanna become even more dependent on somebody else doing everything for you? Oh, I mean, I guess I'm glad you're not in pain, but it's just like, is that the way to fix things? I don't know.
He's been here like a couple days ago, a day or two ago. I'm not exactly sure what's going on, Ari, but respectfully, some people just don't know what a good relationship looks like. Clock that, Lynn. Clock that, T. Thank you, girl. And all relationship dynamics are different. And each person within those relationships has different needs.
Listen, I really don't want to project, because again, what do I know? What do I know? I don't know. I had a failed relationship, but what I don't know that like your relationship with him is necessarily the one that they're like putting on posters to say this is what this is what a good relationship looks like. You know? How's your sewing class going, Bessie? I finished my sewing classes, actually. I'll probably sign up for one in the fall, but I've done some stuff like here at home on my own. I have a sewing machine now.
And I don't share a lot of what I do for him because he doesn't share his life like I share mine. So,
But what could you possibly be doing for him in this moment? Like, what could you possibly be doing for him? It sounds like he does all of his own schoolwork, which good. That's probably what he should be doing since he's in school. You've alluded to you potentially not even buying your own Amazon Prime Day haul. So are you giving him money? Probably not. You're constantly talking about being broke and how you can't afford things. So it's not like you're financially supporting him. He does all of the housework around you. So you're not helping him with anything related to that. Your hair looks so good, Platinum. Tell that to the person that said I look like a raw chicken! My personal trainer often tells me that if I'm sore or tired, I should just give up and stop moving. Wait. My personal trainer often tells me that if I'm sore or tired, I should just give up and stop moving or getting stronger or healthier. You're being sarcastic. I was like, girl, what? That don't make no damn sense. That don't make no damn sense. Aloe, thanks so much for the super chat. Appreciate it.
and we only see a snippet of their relationship. We have no idea what happens behind the scenes exactly. Oh, I didn't know you were joking, Ari. Because that's like shit people really say to me is like to be rude. Fucking love this iPad, bro. This iPad, I'm being so dead ass. This iPad is a big reason I got that vlog out so early. And I'm almost done with the second vlog. And I'm in the middle of the third vlog. So, shout out to you.
You know what's crazy though, girl? You've had a laptop this whole time that you couldn't figure out a way to edit on, which would probably even be so much easier. Cubis, is that your name? Thanks so much for the super chat. Appreciate it. Feels like 2019 again. Oh my gosh, what a time. What a time.
Shout out to you for the iPad, bro. Like, holy shit.
in this trip, I think Cinder Remy has had a pretty good look at what his future will be like with you. A maid, a carer, and having to endlessly listen to whining and pain. Run, Cinder Remy, run. Emily's big sister, thanks for the super chat. Hi, Zach. I know this is girl world content, but might I suggest the dog grooming community drama for Zachary Michael also content? If you want to link me to where to get started with that, happy to take a look. Happy to take a look. And thanks for the super chat. Easy Garlic Kale, thanks for the super chat. I'm a soldier and I'm always doing stuff around my girlfriend's apartment. I can't do nothing. I'd have to make that kitchen spotless, though girlfriend does stuff too. Yeah, I think like if we want to talk about like a good relationship, I think good relationships are a bit more balanced, to be honest. I think any situation where like one person is doing a lot of the heavy lifting, for me, just like on paper, doesn't sound like a healthy relationship. She talks to him and acts as if they have been married for 3 decades instead of in a long distance relationship for 6 months. Stephanie, thanks for the super chat. I just want to be clear, even if you've been married for 3 decades, this isn't okay. Unless somebody's like, I don't know, like recovering from surgery or something and can't do a lot of stuff for themselves. Like, I don't know. Cormia, thanks for the super chat. May this love never find me. Amen. Amen. Ooh, is that beef?
I'm gonna be obnoxious for about 0.25 seconds. He's obsessed with me. Y'all can keep pretending that he doesn't want to be here or whatever. You can keep whatever narratives make you feel better about your singledom, your misery, even if you're in a relationship. Whoever is out there projecting onto me, I'm not talking about every single person. I'm talking about the people who can't comprehend the fact that I'm loved authentically by someone because they can't comprehend that I'm a person who deserves good things. So
I also think it's a red flag to be like, after 6 months of online dating somebody, for them to be obsessed with you and using language like that. I don't. It feels like a red flag to me and my family.
I'm not concerned about my relationship. I don't know why you are. It's weird. Get a hobby.
I don't.
Yeah.
You know. Just one quick moment to beat a dead horse, shall we? Can we have one quick moment to beat a dead horse? She said, I don't know why you care about my relationship. More like, I don't know why you're so concerned with that, etc. Coming from the girly sitting in subreddits talking about my relationship with my ex, speculating about my relationship with my ex, speculating about who my ex might be dating, all of these things which I have like screenshot proof of her doing on subreddits, right? Doing all of that. And she wants to know why people care about her relationship, which she shares about publicly as well on the internet. Interesting. Interesting. No, this I will say I don't think there's been any new posts about that. I mean, this is still old. But her being like, I don't understand why people do it, when that used to be all she used to do. About my relationship, she used to talk about Amber Lynn's relationships. She used to do that shit all the time, and now she just doesn't like that it's being done to her. She's weirdly, amen, Lilith. She's weirdly. But she was autistic and psychosis / some other excuse at the time. T. All right, Edith Genesis in her chat says, I'm going to miss this couple's live when Remy goes home. You two look so happy.
I'm gonna miss it too, Edith. We're so happy together.
Life by Jen's relationship. Can y'all believe if you've never watched her do the react to Mr. Snowflake's like Life by Jen thing, she fully like hated on Life by Jen for being in a long distance relationship. Which, by the way, she is now in. Duo, thanks so much for that little super sticker. Appreciate it.
And there's nothing wrong with being single. There's nothing at all with choosing to not be in a relationship. I chose being single for 5 years. You know, like, I chose singledom for a long time to heal because it's what I needed. And you should be able to exist within yourself and be happy within yourself outside of a relationship. And I lived that life for a while. And I think that's a wonderful thing. But if you're going to be sitting there being like, oh, I don't know how she has a man and I don't. Therapy.
I will say, I see comments like that all the time. And not just about Rosie, but even on TikTok when it's like, oh my gosh, if these people can find love. And all I gotta say is like, what better for yourselves? You know, like, don't look at Rosie and be like, how the hell is she in a relationship and I'm not? It's because you have standards. It's because you have expectations and you haven't set the bar in hell. Okay? You haven't set the bar in hell where like any rando person that finds you from a podcast you did where you talked about having being a part of the feederism community decides to slide into your DMs and now all of a sudden you're in love with them. Okay? So there you go. Duo, thanks for the super chat for the actual queen of girl world. That's me. That's me. Oh, it got stuck in my hair again. The daintiest queen of girl world. Thank you so much for the super chat. When Rosie does things in the past, we can no longer be mad about it because it was years ago. But when things happen to Rosie in the past, she'll talk about it years later. Oh, for sure.
Aside of that, it's just like, I just find the projection and shit pathetic.
Oh, baby.
Yes.
Whenever you have if you just want to go ahead and shred the cheese and put them in dippies for the mac
sure.
and cheese.
Sure.
The right over there.
No, honey, every block. All of them.
Do it
All
all.
the blocks.
Or else.
I think there's a total of 4 or 5.
Yeah.
What's my favorite thing about Lee? Man, there's so many.
He waits on you hand and foot.
Emotionally intelligent. He's kind. He's funny. He's gentle. He's sweet. He's thoughtful.
He's a soft, gentle type of love.
He's respectful. He's just... He's the best thing that's ever happened to me.
Oh, baby.
He's my favorite person.
You're my favorite person.
I also still need to film that try-on haul. Ugh. A lot more filming to do. And I also want to, like, I don't know, spend time with my boyfriend. Which is...
It's almost like you could be doing that instead of reading comments about you on Twitter and subreddit. And the way that I know that is, and I don't know if I talked about this in a video or not, but she literally responded to a tweet that Jordy, Lordy, it's Jordy made. He made a tweet letting people know that whatever, like, terms of service strike or something that was on his channel for, like, bullying and harassment or whatever got removed or appealed. And she had to respond to be like, I promise it wasn't me that did that. I wasn't reporting your video. And it's just like, Diva, why are you randomly responding to oh Lordy, it's Jordy on the internet? Like, log off.
Kind of what I did today, to be fair. Okay. Hot! That's a metal bowl, bitch! Hot! Whew.
As someone who has such a hard time asking for help, her ability to order him around is genuinely shocking to me. I mean, it is quite fascinating because I could never. I could never. I would never. It's one thing to, like, ask for help. It's another thing to completely boss around a person that you're allegedly in love with and haven't seen in months, who's a guest in your home.
I'm okay, just dramatic.
She unblocked Jordy to respond and then reblocked him. That is such Rosie behavior. That's exactly what she did to me like last December, whenever I made the video about Cam, she reached out to ask if she could get a copy of it, and when I didn't respond to her, after I didn't respond to her, she just reblocked me again. So here we are.
Yeah, it's just there's not enough for one bag.
I disagree based on what you just showed me, but you're doing me a favor, so I'm gonna let that go. I heavily disagree. It's so nice how much Remy does for you. Like, that's literally so sweet of him. I know Lee is like, he really does love acts of service. Like, sometimes I'll just be like laying there and we'll be chilling, and he'll just
He
get up
loves
and drink my water
doing this, you all.
and like see it's lower empty and like go fill it for me without me saying anything.
Rosie ignoring stuff like she isn't on death's door.
Shout out to my mods.
Oh,
Appreciate ya.
shout out to
Girl,
the
oh.
mods for deleting that, is what she's saying.
I want to FaceTime with you later. I want to gossip. He's like past. How long has it been since like March? You've been like such a good friend to me, dude. I know you only recently made yourself known in my chat and stuff, but I just want to like shout out to you, dude. Not it's our 4-month anniversary, girl. Love to see it. I'm gonna just address this one time and one time only.
What you said about that autistic waiter was awful. I'm sure he tried his best. You're a very mean person.
I was not mean about the autistic waiter. I wasn't. I explained a situation where I thought something was very jarring and odd. Then I got more context and I had some more understanding. And it was just a very odd experience. That is all I said. I did not speak ill of the waiter once. Y'all.
Oh, shut the fuck up. Diva, shut up, because you might not have thought you were being mean, but the way you talked about another person who has autism when you sit here every day, or who we don't actually, let's just be clear, we don't even know for sure does. You just went and talked to the hostess at the restaurant, and the hostess alluded to maybe him being autistic. But why talking about an autistic person's behavior as being jarring and odd? You don't think that's rude? Not to mention, you didn't have to talk about it at all. So let's just start there. You didn't have to say anything at all. Oh, she also said that he was nonverbal. Yeah, weird. Thank you, Emily Elbows. You used othering language and said they were weird and it was jarring. As a neurodivergent person myself, that is very fucking mean. Amen. Absolutely. And she wants to sit here and use her autism, her self-determined diagnosis of autism that a medical professional has told her she did not meet the criteria for. She wants to use that for pity and sympathy on the internet, and then she wants to come talk on the internet about a waiter that she assumes to have autism in like such a negative way. I bet if someone called her brother jarring and odd, she'd be pissed. And she'd have the right to be pissed, because that would be a rude-ass thing to say about Levi. Not to mention the things that she was describing as being weird and jarring and odd, or whatever the word she used. None of it was that weird or odd. Rosie's just not used to going out and interacting with humans. Is the gag. CM, do you think you're attractive? If so, how attractive? I don't know if that's really the topic of conversation, but I don't know. I feel good about the way I look. I think that's what matters for everybody.
Twist that however the fuck you want for your views and clicks and your gossip and your entertainment over in Girl World Land. Shut the fuck up. You're making a mountain out of a molehill.
No, I don't think so.
I was respectful.
I don't
You're being
think you
obnoxious,
were.
and you're the problem, not me. Exactly.
Well, in Rosie's world, everybody else is the problem, not her. There's no situation where Rosie's gonna take accountability. I say all of that to also say, I suppose to be fair, you know, she attempted to apologize to me and Pulpy that one time, but even then it was like very half-assed. Foodie on Grinder is a crazy name. Thanks for the super sticker. Taco Noodles in the chat says, honestly, people with autism can be rude. Can't excuse everything. Some people are just are nasty. Well, yes. It is true. It is true that, like, people with autism have faults just like every other person, you know? Like, totally fair point. It was her connecting him being weird and odd with the autism that she perceived him to have as the issue, right? Like, do we understand that? Are we, like, all connecting about that? Because, yeah, like, the thing about it is that I don't think, like, from my interactions with people with autism, I don't know that I've met a lot of them that want their autism to be used as an excuse for their bad behavior, to be used as an excuse for why they can or can't do something. It is like just an aspect that impacts the way that they navigate life, right? And so, yeah, autistic people can still be mean. They can still be rude. That doesn't excuse their behavior. But the problem is that Rosie sat there, told this long-ass story about how weird and odd and jarring her server was, went and gossiped about it with the hostess, and then whatever the hostess said to her led her to believe this person was autistic, and she made a point to share that with her audience too. And she equated being weird and jarring and odd with being autistic, and that's why it's fucked up. That's why it's fucked up. She's so desperate to share her interactions with people from the few times she actually leaves her house that she doesn't think about whether or not it's appropriate to share. I would agree. The problem is being like, oh, they're nasty and weird because they're autistic, not just because they're not the most personable. I'm getting it. Yeah, for real. For sure.
Honestly, people with autism can be rude, can't excuse everything. Some people are just nasty. And that's the thing, is like, he wasn't being consciously rude, and I said that. I realized the situation as it gone on. Yeah, you were just trying to explain. If you were like talking to a friend, it would have been just a condo. Exactly.
Okay, well, also, it's not like if she was just talking to a friend, because she was talking to a platform of people who she constantly is talking about her disabilities and wanting people to have understanding for her disabilities. So no, it's not just like talking to a friend. If she wanted to just talk to a friend, she should have called one of them that doesn't exist, because she doesn't have friends. Outside of people that she's met on the internet and that Danielle woman who runs the tea shop.
They're making something out of nothing because they need something to vilify me for, because I'm literally just minding my fucking business.
Are you?
Nowadays. Like, they have to find a way to vilify me.
By the way, she's not minding her own fucking business, just for the record.
Yeah, it's just fucking obnoxious. Because that's the thing, is like, people tell me I'm rude all the fucking time, and they ignore the fact that I'm autistic because, what, I don't have an official diagnosis? Like, go fuck yourself. You know, like...
No, not only do you not have an official diagnosis, you actually have the opposite of a diagnosis. You have a medical clinician who told you didn't meet the criteria. So, let's just be very clear about that.
You know, you can't flip the script, because you know what I've also said? People who are autistic are not absolved from doing things wrong and fucking up, and that's not always an excuse.
Agreed.
You know?
Agreed.
And I wasn't even rude. I didn't say anything about him as a person at all. I just explained about my experience. That is it.
You said it was jarring and odd having to interact with him. What do you mean? Rebecca, thanks for the super chat. Showing my friend Girl World for the first time. Any tips? Don't do it. Don't do it. My tips are spare your friend.
I know I'm a good person. You can fuck off trying to make me feel otherwise. I don't need the internet to tell me who I am. Whoever just messaged me, I don't know who you are in my chat. I'm not fucking ignoring anyone on purpose. Whoever just messaged me on Instagram. I can't see it because my clip's over.
We don't be combative, but some random person just Instagram messaged me, and I'm not ignoring you.
I'm getting so frustrated. I catch what I fucking can in chat. The entitlement is wild. Yeah, I was expressing how I felt in the situation exactly. Yeah, people are wild and rude tonight. Yeah. You know, they just get so pissed that I don't let them disrespect me for the check, like the others. I don't let people disrespect me. Like, go fuck yourself. I don't give a fuck.
The next cheese, can you pull
I
out?
don't give a fuck. I don't let people disrespect me. I just disrespect them right back. Let's go. And you know what? Good for you, Diva. Why not? Why not? This is why I'm like, I just want to be clear, like, she could be in an entirely different place with her YouTube channel. She's sitting over here talking about being so broke, and this is the way she talks to people. The reality is all she really has to do is just ignore those people in chat. If she can't, like, it's her choice to sit here and keep being combative with people. And that's not to say that, I mean, I was sassy with somebody earlier too, so, like, it's not to say that she's not allowed to do it. I'm just like, you want to sit over here and talk about being broke? Let's start working on, you know, fostering an audience that's not combative. I believe my baseline for what's considered rude looks very different than Rosie's, given how she chooses to present herself online like this is a choice and she's making it. Yeah, it's kind of crazy for her to be like, people are being rude, that waiter was odd and jarring, as if she's not all of those things all the time. Jamie, thanks for the super chat. You get the audience you deserve. Yeah, people tell me that all the time. So that's my advice to you, Rosie.
Enchiladas for me.
Yeah.
You can finish up what you're doing. I just turned it off. Can you not just let this girl live? Holy real. Thank you, baby. That looks really good.
It does.
Yeah, and
Not Just Jamie's Adventure. That's not the same Just Jamie that's in the chat. Just for the record. Girl, I came out of lurking for this. I don't make any kind of content, and I felt some kind of way about the autistic waiter situation.
Jamie, you are entitled to your opinion, absolutely. I'm not a cougar.
Well, you're 30-something dating a 26-year-old.
Yeah, I'm not middle-aged yet. I'm not a cougar.
Diva, you don't gotta be...
I'm not middle-aged.
Do you gotta be middle-aged to be a cougar?
Yet. I got a few years. Yeah, you need about 2.5 pounds for the mac and cheese recipe. So, that's what he's shredding right now.
2.5 pounds of cheese and macaroni and cheese is crazy. I mean, I don't know if that's, like, normal or not, but it feels like an excessive amount.
Exactly. Like, I've got some time before I'm a cougar.
No,
Also,
I
I don't think 9 years
cougar.
is significant. Normally, that's like a 50-year-old dating like a 20-something.
No, 9 years is
We're 9 years
significant.
difference. I'm not a cougar.
Are people still talking about the age thing?
I know. Isn't it such old news?
Like, we
I've been
handle that,
watching
like,
Age of Attraction on Netflix. Those are some real cougars, and good for them. I finally got a live. I told my husband I can be bossy like that sometimes and send him the Rosie video. He said, "Don't you dare compare yourself to her." LOL. Love it. Love it. Love it. Laugh, by the way. Thank you so much, Sedated, for the super chat.
a long time ago, I thought.
Listen to the man. You heard him.
Like, y'all need to let that shit
Why
go.
are we infantilizing somebody in their mid-late 20s? LOL. I'm the same age as Lee, and I'm married with 2 kids. It's not like he's freshly 18.
Yeah.
Say it from the rooftops, Destiny.
Exactly. Y'all need to learn to let shit go.
The only one infantilizing Lee is Rosie. Just to be clear.
Seriously.
Why do people act like a 26-year-old is a child? Yeah, whatever they can do to vilify me, right?
That's
Whatever to do, make me the big, mean, scary monster.
that's what it always is. Whatever we can do to vilify Rosie. Victim Rosie. Poor vilified Rosie. Won't somebody think of her? As if there's not plenty of stuff that Rosie has actually done that's been heinous.
My husband is 9 years older than me. It doesn't feel like a big gap to us. Agreed. I know there's something about the fact that like I'm kind of younger minded and he's kind of like older minded. We kind of meet in the middle in a way. Good thing he's a responsible pet parent and doesn't take them to another state. You know how some doors tend to just stay open. Oop, listen, Edith.
Not the Amber Lynn shade. Not her reading Amber Lynn Reed shade out loud. I will say the person I'm dating, and I have a 9-year age difference, they're older, and it's fine, but I think it depends on the couple, and their dynamic is weirdly... No, I agree. And in general, I think I've said this before, my only major concern about a lot of age gap situations is when it is somebody that's like 18 to 26-ish, in a relationship with somebody who's much older. And that's mostly because that's like a lot of people's like brains are still forming during that time. And so I just think it's like, who's to know if they're going to be like in that position in life where they want to be, you know, dating somebody that's a whole lot older than them later on in life. And that's not to say that those like people that age don't date in general and stuff like that. It's just like, I think they're more susceptible to stuff. And so that's usually my skepticism about somebody that's that age. But, you know, like, here we are. Natalia, thanks so much for the super chat. Rosie saying the entitlement is wild has me rolling. B, your entitlement is wild. Come on, girl. How little self-awareness do you actually have? Clock that, Lee. Yulia, thanks so much for the super chat. My favorite part of the autistic waiter story is her assuring us she still tipped well despite the experience, and then it turns out she wasn't even the one who paid her tipped. Absolutely.
Like, yeah, no, that was never even a conversation. Only, like, that's just crazy to do. It's needless, like, especially for the duration of the trip. The stress that puts on animals is crazy. Oh, how is it? I could do for more taco seasoning, TBH. I do double sour cream.
Oh my god, a dollop? That was at least 2 dollops, Diva. And there's sour cream inside of it already. I'm just gonna leave it on that pause screen for a second while I address the slander from K-Buns super chat. Zachary, could you please tell Scarletter it's okay to need glasses and let Charlie know it's okay to be short? First of all, I've met Charlie in real life and can tell you she towers over me, and she doesn't have a gun to my head making me say that. And I'm 6'2". Second of all, I don't know anything about Scarletter needing glasses, but but I assume you're being sassy. So it's okay to need glasses, but I assume maybe what you're really telling me is that Scar's eyesight is perfect and wonderful and amazing. Yeah, isn't this great? Isn't this a great pause screen? Okay, I'm gonna trust my mod in the chat who does all the research for me, Shay206. Charlie is 7 foot tall and Scar has 20/20 vision. It is slander. All right. There you go. I have to trust my mods because they do all my research for me. So I'm gonna have to trust that, actually.
Oh yeah, the sour cream and truffle sauce will make it so, oh my god.
Why are we putting truffle sauce on enchiladas? Is there a reason truffle sauce is going on enchiladas? I don't understand. I don't understand. Also, wasn't she the one that claimed at some point? Didn't she claim at some point that that she didn't moan when she ate food? Was that not just her, like, It's not Midwestern. My Midwestern white mom made enchiladas for me all the time growing up, and that she didn't put none of that shit on hers.
Can you help me? Thank you, love. Yeah, seriously, Niles. Yeah, I would have like that was never even in the conversation. You guys, honestly, people are only asking me that because of Amber Lynn's idiocy. You know, like I don't think anyone in their right mind would do something like that for a vacation, like unless you truly had no other option of animal care. And even then I would feel really uncomfortable with it.
Is it bad? This is kind of making me hungry. Hi, Charlotte. I'm new here, just subbed. Can someone fill me in on why there are a bunch of men make videos reacting to her? When I looked her up, it was nothing but other people's videos. Why do men hate her? As if there aren't plenty of women that specifically cover Rosie Lynn Reed, just for the record.
TLDR, there's this community called Girl World that really hates fat bitches they find problematic on the internet. And I feel unwarrantedly targeted by them personally, in my opinion. A lot of nitpicking, a lot of bullshit. Go ahead and hang out, form your own opinion. Some of those channels like actively harass and like stalk me. Most of them don't, to be fair, but some of them do. So yeah, it's just the way that they make money by tearing down other people. So, but yeah, I hope you enjoy and hang out here and vibe. Welcome in, welcome in. Yeah, it is upsetting, Charlotte. I can't do much about it. I appreciate that. I do have a back history. I've done some things in my past I'm not proud of.
Okay.
I think some people have warranted reasons for not liking me, to be like, honestly, I've done some things in my past I wish.
I'm a woman and a Rosie video on the way. Megan Ann, wake that up. Megan Ann, wake that up. Wake that up. Oh, that's gonna, I fear that's gonna devastate Rosie. I fear that Megan is somebody that, whether Rosie would say it or not, Rosie still, like, has positive regard for.
Sure haven't, you know? And if you don't want to forgive me for that and you don't want to fuck with me, I highly suggest you don't watch me or my reactors and don't give me the currency of your attention. Simple as that.
Simple
exactly.
As that.
Some of them are just adult mean girls. Some of them are more fair. But I'd say the vast majority are pretty harsh. I agree with that sentiment, Destiny. 100%.
Mind you, and again, not that she can't change her opinion or change her feelings, but mind you, she didn't feel that way when she was not the subject. She didn't feel that way when the subject was Chantal or Amber Lynn. Just so we're on the same page.
I don't think all critique of me is hate, but I don't really listen to any of it, so I kind of just speak on what I experience, and what I experience the most directly is the harassment.
I don't watch or listen to any of it, but I did just respond to a tweet from Oh Lordy It's Jordy about a video he did on me.
I'm not going to take the criticism of people who have ill intention with me and who use me to make money.
They get real butthurt when Rosie says something about them when they literally make a living talking about and making fun of her. A lot of hypocrites. Just to be clear, Rosie can say whatever she wants about me, and I absolutely will have a response. I absolutely will have a response to what she says. I have always been very open to anybody that I talk about is welcome to make a video about me, and they will also have to like deal with whatever my response is to that.
They get real butthurt when Rosie says something about them when they literally make a living talking about and making fun of her. A lot of hypocrites, yeah. Where's the lid to this, babe?
Babe, will you put the lid on the sour cream for me, babe? Babe, please. Please.
Oh, it's right there. Okay, I'm just being dramatic for no reason. He's tired, so we're gonna clean this kitchen up. A lot of passive-aggressive people, too, that pick on Rosie. That's why I get defensive sometimes, yeah, to be real. People, they purposefully antagonize, and they try to be slick with it, Which is one of the reasons why I felt so much in the past and stuff like I needed to keep an eye on like certain happenings in girl world, so that way they didn't get the own that they were looking for. Cause like fuck you, you know, like yeah, like, go fuck yourself.
Wait, what? She had. I need to listen to that back because I don't understand what the fuck she said.
Be slick with it. Which is one of the reasons why I felt so much in the past and stuff like I needed to keep an eye on like certain happenings in girl world, so that way they didn't get the own that they were looking for. Cause like fuck you, you know.
So you had to keep up with watching Girl World so that people didn't get the own that they were looking for, but yet you continue to give them the own that they're looking for by bringing up every single time anybody ever harasses you and things like that, which is what they want. Bunny Cha-Cha, thanks for the super chat. Your hair looks beautiful. Thank you. I think it makes me kind of look like a little bit of a raw chicken, don't you? I need to go back after the stream is over and screenshot that, because that is going in the record books of funniest things that people have had to say about me. After her pod, we talked in DMs about me interviewing her on my channel, but I am one, so happy that didn't happen now with hindsight, and two, expecting a strongly worded DM after the video comes out. Yeah. Oh, for sure. For sure. Megan, thanks so much for sharing that. Appreciate it. Rage. Sorry, wait. I can't see the full name on my screen. Let me go look on a separate screen. Well, maybe not. I don't know how to see it. Rage, thanks for the super chat. How about I just say that? How about I just say that?
Like yeah, like go fuck yourself. If you're really like that much of a high schooler ass bitch, like get the fuck out of here. Like that's really how I feel about that.
Behind on chat, but I'm over the age difference combo with Rosie and Lee. I'm under ZM's approved age for dating older people. My boyfriend is 8 years older. Let's keep it about how Rosie treats him. Hi Mooney. Hi, hello. I know you're behind. So let me just say this. I am making a generalized statement. I'm not talking about you. I don't know anything about your relationship with your boyfriend who is 8 years older than you. I'm just saying in general, my knowing nothing about a relationship period, my skepticism leans on, hey, age 18 to 25 is very much a developmental time that comes from my experience of working in education and understanding cognitively what kinds of changes and development is happening for people in that age bracket. If you feel good and great and stunning and amazing about your age gap relationship, that's fine. That's okay by me. I was just responding to the age gap conversation that she was having on her live stream at the time. For sure. If the shoe doesn't fit, don't put it on, babe. For sure. And I would be inclined to agree that there probably is some level of correlation, or at least something to be discussed between how she treats him and their age difference. But again, I think it's like on a case-to-case situation type of deal. So if it's working well for you and your family, I hope it continues to work well. You know? You feel me? You feel me?
Yeah.
Oh, Remy better come and help her. Remy!
God damn it. That's my boyfriend's problem. That's not my problem. That's officially not my problem. I keep telling him not to put these bowls on the top row. It's too heavy. The dishwasher is here. This takes up way too much real estate. So we've got the dishwasher. I'm not hand washing these dishes. Fuck that. And I'll have him like wipe down and sweep.
Who needs a dishwasher when you've got Remy?
And sweep probably tomorrow, because that just saved a lot of time for him though. So, and also I wanted to put the food away and kind of clean up that area
Oh, this is the next live stream. Surprise making brunch and prepping meat sauce. Also, I should say I have plenty of time still, but I have a hard out at about 6 p.m. my time, just so you know. But I'll try to take as long as I can to finish this, obviously. And it's only 4:40 my time right now.
My hands have been extra annoying recently. Can I open this? I'll have to use my teeth. Baby, can you open the truff sauce for me? Because I can't open this with my hands.
At least she's not using her teeth.
Thank you.
At least for once she's not using her teeth.
What's the backstory between you and Barry? We just, I'm not gonna. Why is Barry's flexing on us? I'm not gonna go into detail because there are some fucking weird ass people that are way too.
Oh, this is when we have matching piss nails. We've got the matching piss nails. Let's go. We're nail twins. I love that. Idiocy would actually be a great title for a compilation video about any of these girls taking a road trip a la Amber Lynn's journey to see Salami. Natalia, thanks so much for the super chat.
It on my friendship with Barry, and you don't need to know more than that for those people. But for the people that fuck with me, we're just really good friends, and she's a really good person.
Oh, Barry.
She looks out for me, and it's just crazy. Like, she shared with me a couple things because, I think it's been almost a week. Barry so I was gonna say is I actually completely deleted the Reddit app off of my phone.
Oh,
and
good.
It's really nice because I feel like I now kind of am given the information that I need to know, and I don't have to see the rest.
I totally believe you, Diva. I totally believe you. For sure. Absolutely.
And that brings me so much peace. So, people love to make assumptions and think they know shit, then they don't know fuck all. Because apparently people thought Barry was my boyfriend at one point. That chicken problem was my boyfriend, and they were coming to all these crackpot theories, and I'm sitting here like, it's so interesting, how much projection happens, they come up with all these crazy crackpot theories because that's how their brain works, and I'm like, I'm too old, I'm too grown, I'm too tired. Nah, you guys need people.
It's interesting that she's jumping to projection as a concept or as a explanation for people speculating, because again, she used to be one of them. I feel like she only thinks it is projection because she actually is speaking about her. She literally would sit and I can just tell you, I have screenshots saved of her speculating about my life, speculating about things about me, speculating about things regarding my breakup. So I'm just like, the only reason it feels like projection is because you're projecting, Diva. That's not to say that, she isn't wrong to say that people have crazy theories about everything, okay? But it is to say that she used to do that too, and she's just really finding out what it's like to have that happen to her.
Looking out for you. You never know what could happen nowadays. Real. We filmed the try-on haul yesterday. We did so much shit around here. We went on a little joyride last night. That was really fun. We got dressed up just for funsies. Hold off on doing the tie-dye this trip. It's so unbearably muggy. And I can't risk getting sick like that. I can't risk overheating. I can't. And I'm frustrated.
He doesn't even get to do the tie-dye thing that you planned to do with him while he was there? You can't tie-dye inside the house? Not FFG's 4th gen. FFG's 4th gen, thank you so much for the super chat. Rosie is dangerous, really. Anyways, glad to catch a live thing. Thanks for being here. Let's keep going. No, it's crazy. It seems like, and maybe we'll find out otherwise once she finally starts posting vlogs of their time together. But it seems like she's mostly kept him captive to just clean up her house for her. And it's kind of crazy that he flew all the way from Texas just to do that. Doesn't even get to go do anything outside of her house.
I have all supplies now, so we'll get to it when we get to it, kind of a thing. But the good thing about tie-dye is like never expires. We're just like hanging out here. I touched on it a little bit in the comment that I left on my community tab post, but like I haven't talked about it in a vlog or on lives. And I don't know if it's just like I need a little more time, and I won't speak for you, but what I'll say is I am struggling with us being out of the house and my anxiety, especially after what happened in Texas. So, Sweetie.
Zach, there is also an FFG's Lumberjacks restraining order in the community. Oh, Diva.
I have a question. And you are.
Wait, I didn't see that. I must have been so distracted. Y'all are saying, did she just put honey on the egg sandwich? Which, like, I do know from MC saying earlier that she recreated it. But I didn't see her do that in the clips that... in the clips that Jane shared with me. I mean, did I miss when she actually did that while we're watching? Or are y'all just saying that because you know from your own time watching?
I'm gonna say no. Are you up to chopping an onion for me?
Oh, she did, and I just missed it.
Cool. Okay. We're not doing onion today. Sounds good. Thank you, because I don't want to fucking do it either, so.
That's fine. Will you just give me a hug?
Of course.
Honey and mayo.
I don't have...
Not mother and son in the chat. God, stop it. I'm not a scholar in the FFG lore yet. Did she have a hot lumberjack? She claims she was dating a lumberjack at some point. Allegedly. Yeah. Rosie, dear, my apologies. I thought that was your son. Please disregard my comments. Summer Moon is a troll. A troll.
How many children? Are you new to my channel, Summer? Yeah, I definitely don't have any children. Also, I'm 34 and he's 26. I just clocked that. Wait, like, how do you, what?
The reason she gets a hug from him is he got sad that he said no. She got sad that he said no to chopping an onion. Not Summer Moon in the chat right now. Not Summer Moon in the chat right now. Ooh.
You know what I'm really fucking tired of?
What?
Is people treating him like a child. He's not missing out on anything because he's wanting to spend time with me.
Summer, how did you do this? Why did you do this?
Stupid.
Summer, you got her heated. Summer, you got her pissed.
I'm sick of the bullshit. Thank you so much, emoji.
Not to bring up bad vibes, but I found you through a reaction channel and you're actually very sweet. I'm glad I came to check you out for myself. You seem like a very fun person. Surely this person is being 100% genuine and authentic and not trying to buddy troll her.
Not to bring up bad vibes, but I found you through a reaction channel and you're actually very sweet. I'm glad I came to check you out for myself. You seem like a very fun person. I really appreciate that emoji. I get that comment more than a lot of people would think, because I do feel deeply mischaracterized by the reaction channels and how they choose to paint narratives for their income. Listen, if you come hang out with
Girl,
me
you better be careful. You better be careful with that fan in this dress, Diva.
without some loser bitch in your ear telling you that it sucks, you'll actually have a lot of fun here. Thank you, Sophia. One of my friends got it for me. They're honeybees. They go with my necklace.
Why does she constantly have stains on her clothing? Boba Noda, thanks so much for the super chat. He's not missing out on anything. The beach. Yeah, it's crazy that she's like, he's not missing out on anything. He wants to be spending all this time. He doesn't want to be doing literally anything else while he's on vacation, you don't think?
Also found you from a reaction channel, and I super enjoy you as something in the background while working and doing life. Well, hello, Ethos. Thank you so much for hanging out. Appreciate you being here. I appreciate anybody that gives me a chance, even if you decide I'm not your vibe. I appreciate it when you give me a chance. Truly. I appreciate it when people take into account and realize that a lot of stuff is warped and distorted, and the stuff that I did fuck up on, I own and apologize on, but I'm not gonna constantly re-harp on every transgression I've ever made, every mistake I've ever made, and like try to prove myself over and over, because I'm moving on beyond that, right? And yeah, do have like a salacious, wild past, and I'm a very mentally ill person who's made a lot of that very publicly known, and I can't take it back. I'm just trying to do better moving forward, you know? Really all I can do.
Right. That's why you've done such a good job of doing better. Like, I don't know, getting in a live stream with a predator and trying to hear him out. She's doing better. Which, by the way, I think I also just saw that she was, even though she posted that like big long community tab post, she's also been hanging out in the Paradise live stream or something, or somebody's live stream. She was interacting with the Paradise account.
All I know is I'm not the manipulative liar that people paint me as. That's all I know. And the way people weaponize my chronic illnesses and mental health and disabilities is crazy. Like, it's deplorable, really. And I don't lay down and take it like some of these other people that they target, so it makes them real mad.
Nobody's mad over here, Diva.
As a past also, but it should never dictate who we are today. Absolutely. And people who are incapable or more importantly unwilling to change will never believe that others are capable of change, because then they'd have to question why they can't.
Listen, I 100% agree with the concept of like, we don't have to hold people's past against them forever and ever and ever. But usually that comes with some kind of like changed behavior, accountability, apology. And I'm sorry, I have not seen that from you yet.
And that is a reflection of your inadequacies, not mine. How do you avoid the reaction channels and such? I'm too nosy and would hurt my own feelings by having to watch.
Well, the answer is simple. She doesn't. The answer is simple. She does it. She pays attention to what everybody is saying about her at any given time.
I want to say about my first 7 months to a year of having reactors react to me, I was all up in their business. That's the bottom line.
Still are.
I was watching this, that, third, and then I lost my goddamn marbles. Because it's really bad for your mental health. And also people really just started kind of warping things, and a lot of stuff happened. And I was also doing the fucking most. I was like beefing with Amber and then tried to befriend her, and then I learned her character, and then, you know, all that shit happened, and I was trying to figure out how to shut my fucking mouth. Still struggle with that, but I'm a lot better than I used to be.
No, you're not.
And that's the tea.
No.
I learned a lot through trial and error and hurting my own feelings and fanning
Still
flames
do.
that didn't need my attention in them.
Still do.
And just, yeah, like just.
This is the part where I say, like, yeah, we don't have to hold your past against you, but you haven't like this particular behavior. You haven't changed. You haven't changed, Diva.
Making dumb moves and decisions, and then of course like dealing with my own mental health shit and stuff. And yeah, I just, that's a very short version. There's a lot of shit I could like talk about and go into, but that's my past. I don't give a fuck. I just know that I am dedicated to growth. Yeah, thank you, McNugget. Yeah, that's how growth is. You've
Thanks,
grown.
McNugget.
And like sometimes with growth, there are backslides.
If you say she did it, you're lying. If you show her proof, she says it's irrelevant because it happened in the past. If you show her how she's still doing it, you're a buddy troller from Girl World. And you're just trying to vilify her. You're just trying to vilify her. We love Livestream Marie. RFK Jr.'s Wellness Farm. Thanks for the super chat. I'm pretty sure Barry is watching this and taking notes on this chat. I wouldn't be surprised at this point, since apparently Barry is sending her stuff from Reddit and things like that. Which, by the way, a good friend, in my opinion, would just be like... A good friend, in my opinion, would be like, hey, you actually don't need to know about anything. You actually don't need to know about anything that's happening on this subreddit about you. Mariette, thanks so much for the super chat. I need a new air fryer. I do. I need a new air fryer.
So anytime like I like kind of fall back to my old habits, my old toxic traits, even if it's just like for a one comment or this or that here or there, where like I can't resist and my impulses win and I fucking say some shit. Like I got into it with a bitch on Instagram today because this girl is dedicated to hating on me to a degree that is fan behavior.
Wait. I think I can pull up the receipts to that. Because she, which like. Again, I don't do my own research. But I can. Cause she literally took it upon herself, to go to this other person's, Instagram and comment on like 3-4 different pictures of her, because of a comment that she left on Rosie'S Instagram or something like that. Give me just a second, because I didn't actually have it pulled up, and I thought I would be able to find it. Okay. I think the original person that posted about it was who? I don't know. This came from Pez in my Discord. That's who I'll credit for now, and then Pez can let you know if somebody else did it. But here's one. Oh, here's some. Here's a lot of them. Bro, you are such a loser. How does it feel to be such a dedicated fan with no life of your own? Thanks for commenting on my pictures. That's pretty funny of you. And she said, I'm sure it was the highlight of your week, babe. I noticed the rebrand. I guess Shiloh isn't getting healthy anymore, and that's why you bully people for fun. Shiloh said, I'm 200 pounds less than what you say you weigh. I've lost 80 pounds and I'm still losing weight. The rebrand has nothing to do with weight loss. LOL. Also, no, the highlight of my week is being able to walk for an hour and stand while doing dishes. There's this one. Imagine being a hating ass loser and can't spell weight right. Ah, yes, a typo, the greatest issue in the world today. Your insecurity is screaming in these posts, and the way you abuse strangers online. I'd be so fucking embarrassed to be you. I see why you project outward and crave the validation of others. Must hurt not to get it on your posts. Me pointing out that you treat your boyfriend like Cinderella is not projection. Also, of course, I don't have the followers you do. I have a life and a job. I work 50 to 60 hours a week and talk to humans in my life. And then one last one, and then we'll get back to the video. I thought you were irritating as hell for how you act in my comments. Now I see the pain and misery in your eyes And I almost feel bad for what I said on the other posts. Almost. The only reason I don't is because it's facts. You can choose to behave different and you don't. I'm not a punching bag for your misery. Is this recent? Yeah. This was from, this is what she's talking about in this live stream. When she says that she popped off on somebody on Instagram, this is what she's talking about. So yes, this is recent. This is recent. Correct. Totally unsolicited.
It's pathetic. So I said some shit to her today. Because, fuck, like, get a fucking hobby. Get a grip. But, like, beyond that, I'm gonna also stand up for myself, you know? Like, I try to ride that line, right?
The gag is that there's one thing to stand up for yourself, which absolutely, like, don't let people beat you down. And it's another thing to do that. Like, how is that? Like, at least if you want to say those things, say it on your own Instagram in response to her where she commented to begin with. I don't know what her original comments were. It's very possible she was being mean and shitty. Fuck if I know. But it's wild that she's like, oh, I'm gonna go seek out this person and comment on like 4 different posts of hers on Instagram.
Because if I feel strong and firm in what I'm saying.
Will you upload this live onto your channel? It's already here on the channel, baby. It's already here. No worries.
I'm gonna stand behind that. Like, the only reason why so much of my content from this account is missing is because I got demonetized. Before I got demonetized, I had removed very few pieces of content. Most of the time it was because of like I think one time I had like a wardrobe malfunction. Certain things happened, like for safety, privacy reasons, things were removed. You know what I mean? But outside of that, I very rarely removed shit.
Zach, I'm behind, but the raw chicken comment was from your request. You asked someone to roast you in chat so you could pop off like Rosie. Yes, I'm aware. Correct. Yeah. I know, Tifa. That's why I laughed about it. What do you mean? I missed a super chat. Oh, Sandra, thanks so much for the super chat. My best friend got me a cameo from you for my 30th birthday. It made my week. Well, happy belated birthday again at this point. Appreciate it. Appreciate the super chat, and thanks to your best friend for getting a cameo as well. I appreciate the support.
Because I wish I still had a lot of my old content up, because without that, that gives a lot of these channels leeway to manipulate shit because the original shit's not there, you know? And that's...
I mean, the original shit is on Nikki T's channel. I don't know if I'm allowed to use her content anymore, but it's there if people want to go watch it.
Sucks for me. Like, I don't like that. And also, I have a horrible memory. Like, and that's not a lie. That's not a dramatization. It's not something I weaponize and use to get out of shit. That's just not the reality. I had back-to-back concussions within a year, on top of being severely traumatized and
Wait, what?
Memory. Like, and that's not a lie. That's not a dramatization. It's not something I weaponize and use to get out of shit. That's just not the reality. I had back-to-back concussions within a year, on top of being severely traumatized and have no, I was demonetized for 3 months, but to get remonetized I had to delete a bunch of stuff, right? So, or I had to delete stuff, and I over deleted in an abundance of caution was what I decided to do. But I did keep some stuff up because I didn't want to like pull an Amber and like wipe my whole channel. Like, I backlogged a bunch of stuff. And
yeah, that's the thing. If she wanted to prove anything wrong, she said she backed up all of this stuff, right? So what? Like, if there's anything that she's really like upset that people are like slandering her for, go pull up the backed up video that you have and like play it for us. Let us know what we're misunderstanding, and then edit out the stuff that got you demonetized. I don't understand.
She literally just like mass deleted everything and didn't even bother trying to back anything up, which is crazy. There were some things I didn't back up because I didn't want to remember them, but I backed up most of my stuff. That I need to figure all that out, actually. This normalization of weaponizing my disabilities and my shortcomings is entirely based in ableism and fat phobia through the blueprint that was laid out from what Amber created within Girl World, and them trying to shove me in that box.
Diva, the mental gymnastics. The mental gymnastics. The blueprint that Amber Lynn created. The blueprint. Girl, if you don't like the blueprint and the mold that Amber Lynn made, do something different. Do something different. Not to mention... Sorry. Diva, I beg you please for the medical kidnapping reaction. Hashtag justice for weed pump. I'm somewhat familiar with that, Quirky Moments, and thanks for the super chat. I just, I tend to not do a ton of retro reacting, mostly because I like to stay current with whatever's going on. I think it's helpful to know the things that happened in the past, right? But I tend to feel like reacting to current day with that knowledge is more helpful or more interesting to me, maybe. Can my favorite creators get along? It's like family members fighting. It's Girl World, for fuck's sakes. Belladonna, thanks for the super chat. I am unclear on what you're asking about or referring to. But I do appreciate the super chat. And certainly feel free to clarify if you need to or want to. What was I saying before all of that? Oh, the blueprint, the mold. She also, mind you, again, used Amber Lynn as her avenue. She sat and DM'd me about Amber Lynn. I think quite literally one of the quotes was that she could literally give me a better example of like what somebody who was like Amber Lynn was actually doing to succeed. I think I could quote word for word. I can't quote, that's why I can't remember, but if I went and pulled the quote, it would be something along those lines. So it's just like, what do you mean, Diva? You know? What, like, sure, Amber Lynn made the blueprint, but you were in my DMs trying to be a part of the blueprint. And Tammy's ex-husband, the tea on his passing. It wasn't about him passing, Sugar Honey Iced Tea. She would send me screenshots of his Facebook posts where he would be complaining about Tammy. So yeah. I remember when Obese to Beast covered her after she was trying to one-up Amber Lynn. For real. And also, just to be clear, it's since come to light. I mean, even just earlier in this chat, I love both you and Nikki. I have nothing else to say about Nikki at this time. I made a joke about not being able to use her content because I think she has alluded to that. I've said my piece about Nikki. I apologize if you are upset by the... I understand if it might be upsetting to hear me make a joke about Nikki. I'm not trying to continue to have beef with her. I mentioned her in a previous video because Rosie brought her up, which, again, I've said, like, multiple times now. If the people I talk about bring up situations that they have with other reactors, I'll talk about other reactors. And so I talked about her in the context of what Rosie was talking about at the time. I think I've kept it actually quite minimal. the reason I also said in that video that that Nikki had, I know that Nikki's brought me up in streams and on Twitter. She actually just this past weekend went on a rage because she felt like I was being hypocritical. She didn't use my name, but it was about me, saying that I was being hypocritical for doxing the Mormon missionaries. She's talked about me in discords and things like that. Like, if anything, she's continued talking about me. I will talk about her if people bring her up like you just did. I'll talk about her if Rosie brings her up. I've said my piece. I've said my piece. I don't have to agree with everything she does. She's more than welcome to continue existing on the internet. I don't really have a desire to like fight with her. Just for the record. It's not a problem so much. It's just that you have a lot more power in the situation and could ruin her. Bella, I've actually addressed that in previous streams. So again, unless you have something new to bring to the conversation, I think I'm done talking about it at this point. But if you want my thoughts about it being a power dynamic, you're more than welcome to go. I think it was the re-uploaded video that I posted from Twitch where I talked about it, where I covered like my thoughts about it being a power dynamic and things like that. So certainly please go listen to that. Otherwise, like I don't have additional stuff to say about it. The good news is that there are multiple people in this community who have for a long time watched a variety of content creators who have differing opinions, differing views. And just because I don't personally care to fuck with Nikki T doesn't mean that I discourage you guys from watching her or not watching her. Sound good? Is that great? Is that good? Great. All right. I really do want to reiterate, you're more than welcome to disagree with my feelings about Nikki. You're more than welcome to watch Nikki. That's for you and your family. Like I said, she's just not for me and my family.
And you're never going to convince me otherwise. Like, a lot of the times, a lot of the reason I remember certain stories and a lot of things is, like, when I went through certain periods of my life and certain shit was going on, I realized my memory was getting worse, and I was really panicking, and I was also, at certain points, dealing with extreme mental health issues. And so I, like, went through and, like, journaled all my memories that I could, like, just info dumped all my memories and, like, created timelines and, like, memorized them over and over again, because a lot of my stories, some of them I have vivid memories of, but not most of them. Most of them are just what I remember because I've documented them, or I've recorded them, like, in vlog form, in video form, in photo form, or you know, I've been able to recall them from other people's you know, cooperation from being there, because it's like it really feels like, in terms of all the memory issues I have, it feels like I really am missing.
Do you have a industrial size fan pointing? I do have a fan in this room because it gets hot in here really easy with the studio lights. But no, I do not currently have it on.
A very important piece of life, and that's like being able to, like, commiserate over memories together. I did not ask to be a part of Girl World. That is so fucking frustrating, the way that ZM was able to manipulate that.
Manipulate what? Manipulate what? Manipulate what, Diva? Girl, you know what's gonna actually be the quickest, easiest way? Let me just pull up that video to show you the receipts. Manipulate what? What are you talking about? The way I manipulated it. Manipulated? What? I showed all of our DMs. People came to this conclusion on their own. What do you mean? What do you mean? Diva. Just out here irritating the shit out of me. Oops, not the right video, sorry.
I could juggle being a viewer and also
Why
not
is it
making it a part of my
playing?
content. See her for who she
Okay. All right. I'm pulling it up just to see what she says I manipulated. I'll have it available. Okay. Ruthie, thanks for the super chat. She was in Skinny Queen's chat with us begging to be covered years before ZM. Oh, I believe that too. I do. I really don't think I'm solo in this. I have in fact discovered people have DM'd me about it. People have come out in their own channels and talked about it. She was contacting anybody and everybody who would listen to her. I was just the first one to talk about it. I don't think I'm special. I don't think I'm special.
And it's crazy to me that he was able to take these messages that I sent when I was actively in psychosis.
First of all, the actively in psychosis thing is a recent excuse for it. Previously, her excuse was that she was autistic and she didn't pick up the social cues. Before that, her excuse was, oh, we were friends having a kiki. We were just kikiing about tea and gossip. The number of times she has changed her explanation of what happened when she was DMing me. So, what is the truth, Rosie? Perhaps the truth is just that you are being unhinged in my DMs. Also, even if she was in psychosis, you should still take accountability, right? Absolutely, that as well. Absolutely.
And he was able to be at that time, oh, I'm not a part of girl world. I'm not really into girl world. I'm not girl world. I'm special from girl world. I'm the moral high ground of girl world. I'm separating myself from girl world.
Wait, what are these people saying? How would they have oh! Not Lauren the Taurus. How would they have known you were in psychosis until you said that recently, T? And this person said, it doesn't matter the timing, you still ask for it. It doesn't make you bad, but it's real. Also that. Also, what does she mean? I've never claimed to be separate from Girl World. I've taken breaks from covering Amber Lynn. Po baby, what's up? Come here, buddy. You okay? Something spooked Po. Po, come here. Come say hi to Jack. What's wrong, buddy? What did you see? Come say hi to Jack. Oh, look who it is. I do think it's important to talk about the accountability of things, though. It's important to talk about the accountability thing because she was just saying in that last live stream that just because she was autistic doesn't mean that she can't be held accountable or that she can't do bad things. The same thing goes for if you were in psychosis. You should still apologize, take accountability for how you were behaving, even if it wasn't your fault. I don't believe that was what was going on because you've had so many different explanations for why you were in my DMs, but I digress. Oh, and then what I was saying is, like, I've never separated myself from Girl World, just for the record, unless somebody has a better understanding of this than I do. I have taken breaks from Amberlynn. I've chosen not to cover things at different times. She wants to come at me with this bullshit moral high ground situation type of deal. I've also recently talked ad nauseum about my thoughts on moral high ground and things like that. I think morality is a spectrum and not everybody has the same exact morals as I do, but I try to stick to what my morals are, something that Rosie really struggles to do on a regular basis. She never stands by her beliefs, her morals, etc. And just because I do doesn't mean that I stand on a moral high ground. It just means that Rosie doesn't. It just means that Rosie doesn't have morals. It just means that whatever morals Rosie has doesn't really mean a whole lot to her because she doesn't do anything with them.
But I asked me about Girl World because I was a fan of his. The fuck?
I didn't ask you about Girl World.
I'm separating myself from Girl World. But I asked me about Girl World because I was a fan of his. The fuck?
What is she talking about?
It's manipulative as fuck, dude. And that's dead in the water. How many years ago was that, guys?
How many years ago was it? How many years ago was it? The first time she ever DM'd me was on my birthday. I think I need to get the exact date. I think either 2023 or 2024. 2 to 3 years ago still matters, Diva. Yeah, here you go. The first time she ever DM'd me, February, oh, it was the day after my birthday. I digress. The day after my birthday. I was in Vegas. I was in Vegas for my birthday. And she said, "I appreciate you." And I said, "Thanks, Diva." And she said, "Oh my God, hi Zach, the follow back, I'm honored." And I've said this more than once. I started following her because she would post these long ass Instagram stories, and whenever I found her, I listened to the Instagram stories when she messaged me, and I was like, oh, she seems interesting, and so I followed her back. She also at the time had like 80k followers, and I had all of like 20k. She likes to talk about like power dynamics, power situation, whatever, whoever. And the reality is the platform I found her on, she had more subscribers than I did or followers than I did. So anyways, 2023 is when it started. I can tell you the last time she DM'd me, and the last time she DM'd me was in July of 2024. Okay, so that's literally 2 years ago. And I know it because the very last thing she DM'd me about was the Georgia Aquarium, because I was in Atlanta. I was in Georgia for a wedding with my partner at the time. And I love the Georgia Aquarium and I love whale sharks, and I took pictures and I posted on my Instagram, and that was the last time that we DM'd. So we're talking about 2023 to 2024, 2 years ago. 2 years ago, maybe that doesn't matter, but have you changed, Rosie? I don't know. I don't really think so. What do you mean I asked you about Girl World? What do you mean I asked you about Girl World? You said this is the immediate messages you sent me following me just saying, "I played your Insta story and laughed out loud at the main character energy story, knew I had to follow." Your response was, "I'm low-key fangirling. Listen, you don't need to react on your channel or anything, but if you want to check it out, I was on an episode of my friend's new YouTube show. They are a non-binary, disabled, super fat person who's doing a cooking and eating show, and I think you'll enjoy it a lot. They are friends with Candy as well, Hungry Fat Chick, and she was kind enough to shout Rain out. So it's been a cool launch. But I know you genuinely like content like this, so I want to show you. sent me the link and then said, I just think you're awesome, and I know way too much about Amber Lynn because of you. Sorry, I gotta remove the captions from this too. But I've always appreciated your, how you conduct yourself, so I'm seriously so excited to parasocially knowing you, now. I'm so excited to parasocially knowing you now. Zach, you were so tan in that video, so you're saying I don't look like raw chicken? So she brought up Amber Lynn to me first. She brought up Amber Lynn to me. What do you mean I asked you about Girl World? I did no such fucking thing. Oh, she's saying she asked you about Girl World and ignoring she asked you for you to cover her. I see. Well, her language is weird. I misunderstood, but thanks for the clarification. So, listen, also, this video's still on my channel, still exposes, like, every DM we've ever sent, with maybe the exception of some that just really didn't apply or didn't have any impact. But there, just so you know, I'm gonna leave it open in case we need to reference anything else. I don't know what other nonsense she has to say here.
How many years ago did that happen? What's the timestamp on those messages? Let's be so real. How long ago was that?
Girl, I just told you. It started in 2023 and went all the way through 2024. Yeah, it was weird.
How long ago was that? About what, 3 years?
I mean, if we're really being honest, two. It started 3 years ago, but it ended about 2.
Right? If you haven't grown much in 3 years, that's a you problem. You know how victim blamey that sounds?
You've grown so much in 3 years. In fact, you've grown so much that the only change that you've actually recently talked about is the change that you've done in the past 6 months. You sat and talked about how 2025 was a shit show for you, but sure, you've grown so much since 2024 when you were DMing me that.
But I get stalked, I get harassed, I get fucking verbally abused constantly. I get messages telling me that you're reporting me to the authorities because I'm illegally taking Ativan. I was prescribed. You're contacting fucking...
Prescribed by who, though, by the way? She herself has said she ain't been going to the doctor.
What was it? God, I forgot. It was some fucking official for something else. You're stalking my boyfriend's family. You're stalking my boyfriend. You're trying to body troll me. Like, shut the fuck up. That does not justify how I get treated. Period. Period. And I'm not gonna sit here and placate that. It all started because ZM got pissed off at my DMs when I didn't do anything wrong.
It's all Zachary Michael's fault! Also, none of that has anything to do with me. In fact, she herself has even, made a point to say, Zach's spoken out about the people that are doing this to me. But sure. Sugar Honey Iced Tea, thanks for the super chat. Too bad her subscriber count doesn't match her comment section and views. The only way she's been growing was out of that new chair she got for Christmas. Well, thanks for the super chat.
Yo, Barry, can you clean up the chat, please?
Mods! Mods, can you clean up the chat? Boyfriend! Mods! Boyfriend! Mods!
Oh, you already got it. Thank you. It has been 3 years since those DMs happened, guys.
Two. It's been two. It's been two.
3 years.
Two. It started 3 years ago, but it stopped two.
And he's gonna eat this up for his next video. You're welcome for the content.
Well, thank you, Diva.
Absolutely people get to go and change. Yep.
If she thinks people judging her bad memories ableist and fatphobic, I personally think her ZM slander is transphobic. I don't think it works like that, but yeah. Did you miss Jennery's super chat? Oh, I did. Who's this amazing they, them live on my screen? First live, and I love how you handle the content and have such balanced discussions. You're the best. Jennery, thank you for the super chat. Sorry that I missed it. Appreciate that.
Yeah, sometimes this happens when I'm sleep deprived, Rain, but this is how I really feel. Yeah, Barry's only goes by Barry. I'm gonna convince you to change your username at some point. I'm letting you enjoy your moment, but I need you to change your username, bestie. Yeah, I'm over it. I said what I said. I meant what I said. I'm moving on.
I said what
Exactly.
I said.
I'm sorry.
I meant what I said.
I'm gonna prioritize spending time with my man.
I continue to be so confused about how I possibly manipulated those DMs when I shared all of them. I shared all of them. People can read them and make the assessment on their own. Just like when she thought she was gonna have something all like real slick to like expose Stefan, and then she shared the DMs as they happened between her and Stefan, and it just kind of made her look weirdly. Yeah, the DMs are there. They're documented in this video. It's called Quirky Love Rosie's Weird One-Sided Parasocial Relationship with Me. If anybody has any questions about me manipulating what happened in the DMs between me and her, it's there. Go take a look. And you know who else has access to those because none of those have been deleted? Rosie. If I'm not sharing something, that happened in those DMs, please go share the DMs between me and you, Rosie. I really don't care. Chicken Parm / Barry changed username to Barry Parm, and the bio is Rosie's Parasocial Pig. Iconic. I feel like I missed a lot of the chat because I was ranting. I feel like somebody was trying to explain how she was so Ambuser Len said because you released them, she thinks it's manipulation to show them because that's not the real her, or that's how I read it. But it most definitely tracks. Oh, so it's possible she's saying like it's possible she's trying to make the argument that just me sharing them in general was manipulative. I don't listen. At the time that I made that video, it was because Rosie was talking some nonsense on the internet about me. So if she didn't want the energy from me, then she shouldn't have wanted me. I was just matching her energy, okay? Isn't that what her excuse was earlier?
I just am. Like, guys, I currently have, including the vlog that's out, 10 filmed vlogs. If that's not enough content, I don't know what to fucking tell you.
Well,
like,
first of all, you haven't posted any of that yet, but...
And we're making more, and that's not including the lives. When I'm not totally sleep deprived, I'm pretty patient. Like, I think Lee tells me all the time he loves how patient I am. But when I'm sleep deprived and I feel like people are trying to piss me off, no, I don't got patience. I really don't.
So patient. Andrea, thanks so much for the super chat. They are dating each other's mothers. Who is? Rosie and Remy? I also just am like, if you know that you're sleep deprived and you know that you're prone to responding to people like this when you're sleep deprived, why are you live right now? Why are you live right now?
No. Don't apologize for spending time with your boyfriend. Thank you, Birdie. And this summer has just been, the weather's been hell. I've been hella anxious. My agoraphobia has been acting up, and I've not been talking about it because the second I talk about it, I get fucking ableist bullshit in my comments, and I get emails and harassment for it. So I just haven't been talking about it.
Poor
but
Rosie.
like, there's been times I've wanted to go out and do stuff, and I'm just like, I just start crying.
Poor Rosie.
Because like, I don't want to get followed again. I don't. No. Nope. We're not doing this. I refuse.
Yeah, I don't know if it's agoraphobia to just like in general be afraid of going out because previously some people took pictures of you when you didn't consent to them. I think that's a reasonable thing to be concerned about. But I don't know if that's agoraphobia. That's just you having a valid concern of people being weirdly in your life. But all right, let's get back to the theater performance. Let's get back to the theater performance. Don't make me sing. I'm not gonna cry. Don't make me sing. Not Kellen. Thanks for the super chat. I'm watching Big Brother for the first time because of a pool at work and I didn't realize how much I need it. I was assigned Taylor and on the feeds last night she was wowing me like, okay, that's all, Diva. Honestly, this season of Big Brother isn't hitting for me yet. I'm kind of like, which is sad because I really love Angela, but it's just giving nothing burger to me so far.
I simply refuse.
What? Wipe away those non-existent tears, Rosie.
Being filmed in public is really scary with how the internet is. Yeah, exactly. Don't worry about people questioning content with Lee Rosie Pie. You put the vlogs out when you want. It's your audience and it's your business and it's not the audience to dictate. Thank you so much, Toby. And you know, I'll say with the lives and stuff, it's been really nice. Oh yeah, I haven't.
It is kind of okay. So Megan in the chat said, "Why don't they just rent a car and drive to the beach? They could watch a beautiful sunset like they did in Texas, but over the ocean." I do think it's wild that she has seemingly did more in Texas where the actual like photos were taken than she's done with him while being in Florida. Like, that's weirdly to me. Cormia, thanks so much for the super chat. She's exhausting to watch these days for sure. Sugar Honey Iced Tea, thanks for the super chat. Imagine paying to go to Florida, wanting to go one day to the beach, and instead your vacation is cleaning up Rosie's hoard and drinking curdled Dr. Pepper doesn't curdle. Did she make him a dirty soda or something and it was curdled?
At all. It's really been nice. Like, I really am happy with how we've been able to pace the lives since I announced he was here. We made a lot of content, like here, on top of vlogs, which is what I wanted to do in Texas. I'm really happy with that. And we've learned a lot, both of us.
Mind you, she's like, oh, we've made so much content like I wanted to do in Texas. She said she had 10 vlogs of content that they've done since he's been there. Didn't she have like 10, 12 from Texas? How is that any different?
And it's gone pretty well. You need a nap and a cuddle. Oh yeah. God, cuddling is the best. Just because it's legal doesn't make it any less weird, creepy, or invasive. Yeah, exactly, Barry. I don't have agoraphobia, but I do struggle being comfortable outdoors. I'm always looking for an exit, yeah. And when you add the added stressor of the humidity is worse than the heat for me. The humidity makes me feel like I'm suffocating. And when I'm already anxious and one of my bigger physical symptoms from extreme anxiety is anxiety, chest pain, and shortness of breath. Like, I've gotten my heart checked so many times over the course of the past, like, 6 to 8 years. Like, the most recent time was last year when I thought I was actually having a heart
Not girl, you can't breathe indoors.
attack or something, and it ended up, after 3 days of testing, it ended up just being anxiety, because the symptoms were so serious that they admitted me and all of that. And it's just anxiety. And my mom, and like, my mom's anxiety presents in a similar way, so it's also part of that.
Lottie, thanks for the super chat. Her whole rage right now is just to make sure Remy hears all the excuses of why he didn't get to do anything but help her, and why he needs to help him. I could see a little bit of that. I mean, I don't know where he's at, if he can actually hear this all right now, but I wouldn't be surprised if, you know, if he hasn't already heard this, right? Like, these are all the things that she probably has already said to him.
Yeah. We talked about going to see a movie. I have an idea for a little date day I'd like to do. I'm trying to mentally gear myself up for it. Because honestly, we actually, like, when he first got here, we did go out and do a few things here and there. I did vlog a little bit of it. But a lot of our outings that we did out, I actually didn't vlog just because I wanted to spend time with him. So I would rather film in a more comfortable environment anyway. Like yesterday when we went out, I didn't film anything because I went out to...
Oh, baby. Come here. Come here. Come here. You're okay. Ain't nobody at the door. Ain't nobody at the door. Come on. Come here. No, come in here. You don't want to go in that room. Come in here. Poe. Nobody's at the door. You're okay. You're okay. You're okay. This is part of the live stream experience. If this happened while I was just filming a video, I'd just edit it out.
Go out with my boyfriend. I didn't go out to make content, you know? People tried to say you were lying about that, but the girl literally posted the pictures of y'all online. So they tried to say I was lying about that? I forgot. I don't know. I lie about everything to them. They don't treat me like a human being. I'm a caricature of a person to them. Won't
somebody just treat Rosie like a human being? Nobody treats her like she's human. I do think there are some people that struggle to find the humanity in her. And it is something I personally try to, like, I think when it comes to anybody I cover, I still try to remember that they're humans, but that doesn't make up for, like, some of the weirdly things that people do.
It's repugnant. I'm like, I have very, very, very few Ativan left, so I'm saving them for extreme emergencies.
A human being.
Yeah, gamer girl. When I went to Texas, I think I briefly mentioned it in one of the videos, but we went to go, it was the vlog when we went to that retro game shop and, like,
yeah, humans also can lie. That is a trait of a human. A possible trait.
I forget which vlog it was exactly, like the number. But when we went to the retro vlog and we, like, went to a couple different places and we got the stuffed animals together. At the very, very end of that, we were driving somewhere. We actually, at the very end, we pulled into a Burger King parking lot to get dinner. And we were sitting in the convertible. And when we were both sitting there with the top down, when we weren't looking, someone directly next to us in a car took a photo of us. We got our food, we went and we parked, we sat for an hour. This is the detail that I really am stuck on. We sat for an hour. We ate our food, we chilled. At one point, we noticed a white car off in the distance with their headlights on, pointing at us, and we were like, that's kind of weird. And we stared at them for a minute, and then they pulled off and left. Not too long after that, we left. Within about 5 minutes or so of us leaving and getting to the stoplight, someone took another photo of us. The same person, the same user on Reddit, took a second photo of us. And then she tried to post an AMA on Reddit and said she was going to make a YouTube video that I think she never made. I was trying to...
Yeah, I don't remember anybody saying, I don't know why she's going through this whole story, because I don't remember anybody saying she was lying about that happening. I just think that maybe what people were saying at the time is that they didn't consider it stalking, which is what she was trying to say. The person who took that photo was on Reddit, and they said it wasn't an hour, it was like 15 minutes. I don't know. If you want me to be very honest with you, I think it's weirdly, because I think if you see somebody out and about in real life from YouTube and you don't want to go up and ask them for a picture, then you probably shouldn't be taking a picture of them. I feel the same way about people just taking random photos of people, like on the CTA, that they think are like funny or weird or whatever. I think taking pictures of people, regardless of fame, regardless of public status, etc., without their permission is weird. And again, you don't have to agree with that, but but that is my opinion. I just don't know why we're going over all of this again. To be honest, I don't know why we're re-engaging in this whole entire conversation again. And just so it's clear, not that like people aren't allowed to change their minds or that I'm not allowed to change my mind, but this is something I've been consistent on. You might remember the time when the person was weird at the laundromat that Amber Lynn was doing laundry at, and were like taking pictures and videos of her without her knowing, and I said that was weird too. I said that was really fucking weird behavior. So just so you know, this is something I've felt for a long time. It's not like a new situation type of deal.
I get caught in reaction chats. All of that's real and factual and happened. And at the time, my boyfriend's face was not on the internet. The top was down. It was a convertible. So like, and quite frankly, I don't have a forgettable appearance. No, I didn't see it. I didn't know any of it happened until after the fact.
That's true. You don't have a forgettable experience. Poe, come in here. We're locking it down. I'm gonna shut the door in here, and you could just come hang out with me, okay? I don't know what's got you worked up in the hallway, but it's real distracting, and I'm just trying to finish the stream.
Hey, baby, keep coming. Yeah, I didn't know about any of it until after the fact.
Well, the thing is that it's apparently allegedly, I only found out actually because of FFG, because FFG mentioned that she saw a photo of me at the Bean in Chicago. So apparently it's happened to me too. And it's just unsettling. It's like it's intended to make people feel uncomfortable. Oh yeah, the CTA is the Chicago Transit Authority. It's the public transportation system in Chicago. Sorry.
Found out about it laying in bed with him in Texas. I found out about it when y'all found out about it. Actually, I was kind of late to the party. I need you to go to the mini fridge and grab a Dr. Pepper. You have to sacrifice this for something. I want you to grab a Dr. Pepper. And I need you to hand me the cream and the lemon juice.
Is this Divas, did you spoil me on this? Is this what you were talking about earlier when you mentioned the curdled Dr. Pepper?
The fridge. And you heard me.
Are you about to murder a Dr. Pepper?
You heard me correctly.
Babe.
What? She's got to stop making diet sodies. She's got to stop making diet sodies if she just keeps putting curdled ass cream in it.
Trust me. Have I ever led you astray?
God help me.
Oh my god. Wait, so you might notice I had no context for what this was. I wanted to make sure I had a thumbnail for this live stream, so I just like skipped around in the clips to find something, and I was like, why is her face so red? I was like, why is her face so red? So I just took a screenshot and used it for the thumbnail. This is so funny. Oh, she's laughing like me. This has to be like what people feel like whenever I'm just like losing my shit about something and wheezing from laughing, and y'all are like, Zach, ain't nothing that funny, and I'm kind of feeling like, Rosie, ain't nothing so far been this funny.
Yeah? Lime and what else?
Lemon. He hasn't seen the curdled cream video. He doesn't need to. That's not related to this conversation.
No, it is. It is related to this. It is related to this. This is how I act when I'm extremely overtired. She did say she was sleep deprived, didn't she? That must explain this behavior.
You talk delicacy.
Is she high right now? Oh my god, she's laughing just like me. Starting to cough from her laugh. I really am becoming the people I react to. What's the date? Does that say July 17th, 2026? Is that what it says? July 17th, 2026. Jamie, thanks for the super chat. Girl, what is her problem with just throwing out expired shit? Oh, she laughed so hard she gotta get... Where did she get this inhaler from? She got all this medicine. All these things that you usually need a prescription for. But she ain't been going to the doctor? When was the last time she went to the doctor? She took her inhaler completely wrong. I don't know anything about using an inhaler. She has asthma, Zach? Okay, sure, but you still gotta go to a doctor to get a prescription for it, yeah? Or no? I guess she likes her medicine like she likes her heavy whipping cream. Expired. Expired.
No.
I'm actually curious what this tastes like as is. Try it. It's a creamy Dr. Pepper. Get it together. It's not even weird yet.
I will admit, it's not that bad.
Yeah.
Now the lemon juice. Definitely a good thing to put a citric acid into cream.
We're just gonna do a teaspoon of lemon juice. Fuck it. Move ball. Tang. You like all three of these things.
Not together.
You don't know that till you taste it.
He doesn't like it.
I'm sorry.
Oh, damn it.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
What do you not like about it?
All of it.
That's okay. More for her. More for her.
Babe.
Diva, is it curdled? Diva.
I can't agree.
It's okay. Hey, I think this is the first thing I've made that you didn't like.
I mean, true.
It's just the onion that's missing, and I really love onion.
Girl, we know. And you know who doesn't love it? Remy. Can we start the onion discourse up again?
I think that's the problem. I think it's not sweet enough. We did too much yesterday. It wasn't sweet enough. I fixed it.
I like that.
Yeah. That's better, right? Yeah. This is your first Rosie Live. I'm not optimal Rosie. Catch the replays. This was chaotic, gremlin, sleepless, cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs, Rosie quirky chaos. It's a vibe, but it's a unique one. I hope you'll have a wonderful day. A wonderful evening wherever you are. And stay true.
Stay true. Drink water, eat something, take care of yourself.
Don't be like me, get your sleep.
Yeah.
Shower. Brush your teeth first. Take care of yourself.
Yeah.
Later, nerds.
See you.
This is a pulpy bit, by the way. Damn. All right. Well, divas, I did say earlier in the stream I had a hard out at 6, which is why I stopped pausing a little bit there at the end, because I was like, "Ooh, we just gotta get through this. We just gotta get through some of this." She's wild. She's wild. Well, there you have it. There you have it. First your money, then your clothes. I will say she has this live stream, surprise lasagna soup, and she also has a members only live stream. I'll probably try to cover those in a just like regular type of video tomorrow, pending nothing comes up in my life. So be on the lookout for that, just so you know. The diabetic girls are going to get their sugar somehow. Yeah, adding sugar to a meat sauce when you're diabetic. She's gonna reverse her type 2 diabetes. She really is. Anyways, this was such a good time. Thanks for everybody who tuned in tonight. And thanks so much to everybody who sent super chats. I really, in case you haven't heard me say it recently, I do just want to reiterate that I appreciate all the support. I love to have a hee hee ha ha with you. Love joking about looking like raw chicken. Y'all are iconic. So thanks. Thanks for being here. I just really, truly am so grateful to have a YouTube channel, to have this platform. And even though you're not my friends and not my family, that doesn't mean that I don't appreciate what you contribute to my life. So thank you for being a part of that. I really appreciate it. Stay tuned for some regular recorded content probably in the next couple of days. You can also join me if you like a live stream vibe. I do stream Monday through Thursday on twitch.tv/thezacharymike. And I also just uploaded my schedule for that for this week. So if you want to come hang out with us over there, these are the times I'll be live. It's all Chicago time. So figure out what that means for your time zone. But 4:30 tomorrow, 4 p.m. on Tuesday, 3 p.m. on Wednesday, and 4 p.m. on Thursday. Thanks so much for hanging out. I had a great time. I'll see y'all next time. Bye!
Pink fairy, 1, 2, 3. Come on, let's get fancy, fancy. Pink fairy, shop with me. Let's go to Target, Walmart, Aldi. Pink fairy, 1, 2, 3. Come on, let's get fancy, fancy. Her name is Crystal and she's going shopping and she's bringing along the family. shopping cart. Let's